and classic soul.
Let's get it on.
Wendy, man.
Girl, you were scandalous and I loved it.
Your show is the best show on the air.
The Wendy Williams Experience. And now we're pleased to bring you our feature presentation.
What you're here about to witness the greatest queen of all time. Okay, party people in the house.
Turn it up, yo. Turn it up. This is it. Allow me to reintroduce this queen.
From west to east.
Just better get it right. Y'all know the name. Wendy Williams. Been in this game for a while. I hate to brag.
Ain't nobody
It is phenomenal.
like the queen.
Right here.
Who the world is so much drama.
From yo block to yo block.
Heard of the
Number one female. Been doing this for years.
barbershop, beauty salon.
Who the world is so much
Again and again. Wendy Williams.
Bringing your name up. A lot of you haters scared to death.
She at it again.
Wendy Williams.
She in it to win.
Wendy Williams.
She back and she staying.
Wendy Williams.
The ain't playing. I like to present you the winner of the Game Shoot of the Year award.
Once again.
Introducing the queen.
Hey. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Wendy Williams Experience, and we're good to go today. Barely before we get things started here on the show, Boris Cujo is coming through. So Boris will be in like 15 minutes. So, you know, he's got a new new movie called The Gospel that is actually coming out, I think, this weekend. Plus, he's got a new baby, a beautiful wife, and, you know, he's out there in Hollywood. This will be his second visit to the show, so we're already familiar with each other. And also, during the Hour of Truth, we've got record executive Kevin Lyles coming in. He's got a book out called From Intern to President. So, of course, there's a lot that jumped off in between, and we'll get involved with that. And then we'll talk about the celebrities. Master P, Tony Braxton, Young Jeezy, to name just a few. So keep it where you got it. And the phone lines are open, 866-GET-WENDY. You can dial now. It is what it is, people. Welcome to the Wendy Williams Experience.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great honor and distinction that I introduce to you the queen of all media, Wendy Williams.
Hey now. Well, it's very unusual for us to have guests in the beginning of the show. However, we make an exception for Boris Cujo. Hey. Wow, you look fabulous. Very fit. You didn't gain a pound with the Look, you didn't gain a pound with the baby. Sometimes the father's good for 10 or 15. No, have a seat. Oh, he's got to give his black man dap. Okay.
I gained about 15 pounds.
You did?
I lost it again, but I gained 15.
Is your microphone even on, Goose? What is wrong with you?
Something's wrong with that, man.
Oh, my gosh. Boris, it still is what it is. No.
Okay.
I don't believe this.
Let's take this. Okay, I got 3 mics in front of me now.
And only one works.
I gained 15 pounds. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, good.
15 pounds.
15 pounds.
Apparently you've lost it.
I lost it, yeah. Nicole lost it all. Quick. Really quick.
Well, yeah.
2 months it took her.
Really?
2 months.
What'd she do? Pilates or something?
The motivation was called wedding.
Wedding, yeah. Wait, so you had the baby first and then you guys got married?
2
or
months after that, yeah.
Was it a big wedding?
No, we had planned a big old Hollywood shindig wedding, but it was too much, and I didn't want to meet people at my wedding. You know what I mean? I don't want to get to know people at my wedding.
Yeah.
It was too much. So we said, let's go home to my hometown in Germany and do it in my grandmother's backyard, which we did. It was perfect.
And there were no Hollywood types there? It was
it was just our closest friends.
Who celebrities are close to you guys like that?
I don't know if you know the tennis player, Boris Becker.
Yeah.
He's a very good friend.
He had a baby. He slayed a girl in the broom closet at a London restaurant.
Anyway, he was there.
And, yeah, we know that whore. But you know what? He stepped up to the plate as far as his responsibilities with that child.
He sees her once a month. He sees her all the time.
The child looks just like him. There's no denying it. Is he now? Did he bring the baby's mother? Are they still together?
No. He's single.
Yeah.
But he's taking care of his kids.
He was married at the time he jumped off with her in the broom closet. Yeah.
He was there. Jaimin was there. You know Jaimin Hunsu. He's my you know him. He was an Oscar nominee last year. Amistad, Gladiator.
Go to the movies. I'm sorry. I'm going to see the gospel though.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
October 7th.
That's right. So Jaimin and Boris and who else was there?
Eric LaSalle was there.
We like him.
Eric was there.
Former ER diva.
That's right.
Yes.
Eric diva.
Yes.
Who else was there?
You know what he tried to do? He tried to slay Laura Urkel from the Urkel Show.
Oh. Are you serious?
Yup.
I don't know about that. He didn't tell me about that.
They shared like a same lot or something like that. He tried. Really? She rejected him.
I need to speak on that.
That was years ago.
Okay. Yeah, it was really perfect. And we first of all we got married in a church where I got baptized as a baby, where my parents got married, and then we walked from the church through my hometown, which is like 20,000 people,
right,
back to my grandma's backyard. People were on the side of the road, waving. Throwing flowers. It was
now,
amazing.
This is interesting though, because normally it's the woman who wants things in her hometown and like that. Now, where is Nicole from?
Baltimore.
And so you decided to go over there.
Yeah.
And what were her thoughts? Like, was there any?
You know what? It worked out well because the people that she wanted there, obviously they made it there.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it was important to them.
Yes.
So we only had people there who cared about us and the people that we cared about. And it was perfect. It was personal, it was intimate, and just beautiful.
Now, baby Sophie is now 6 months old.
Baby Sophie, she's 6 months old.
And I saw a picture of her. Oh, you have a picture in your phone, too.
Yes.
Oh, adorable. Adorable. All babies are adorable to me. I mean, you can't go wrong with a newborn.
She's an angel.
So when
you said you saw a picture?
Yes, in a magazine. Did you guys have an InStyle magazine type baby shower that I saw the pictures? And was that at the roller rink? Was that you guys?
Exactly. Yeah.
I see. I knew.
Yeah.
And that's where all your celebrity friends were. I saw you guys are down with a lot of celebrities, and a lot of the girls were very dressed down, sans the makeup and the big hair to do and everything.
It was all about the roller skating.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great.
That was a fun idea for a baby shower.
Yeah, it was perfect. It was good.
So now, let's talk a little bit about the gospel. Boris Cujo's in the studio, everybody. The purpose is that the
Why
release...
you always call me Cujo? That's the Mad Dog. Remember that movie with the Mad Dog?
Kojo?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I do remember Cujo the Mad Dog. I'm sorry, Boris.
Okay.
I like your your Panerai watch.
Oh,
very understated elegance with no diamonds or anything. Yes,
understated.
Yes, understated elegance. Yep. And I like your ring. It's a band in the simplest band form.
Very simple. Understated.
Yes.
Yeah, I wanted something that looked sort of old, antique-y, and it's getting there every day. I get more scratches on it.
Are you still modeling?
No, that's in the past.
Now, let's talk about the movie before we get off track. Okay, so it's you and Omar Gooding and
Idris Elba, who played
on The Wire.
Stringer on The Wire. Nona Gay is in it. She's amazing.
I was just talking about the movie yesterday, saying that Keisha Knight Pulliam and
she's in it.
And
Tamara
Gray did not get along behind the scene of the movie.
Really?
Can you please
Who said
explain that? Okay, well, this is what's going around. I actually got it off The Wire.
You probably know more than
the
I
Gossip
do.
Wire. Apparently, Tamara had a better relationship with Nona Gay, and Rudy Huxtable was a little jealous of that. Tamara was able to sing her parts because her voice is there. Rudy Huxtable's was dubbed over with Shanice Wilson's. So Keisha Knight Pulliam was a little jealous of that. She didn't sing at all.
No.
See how people are?
No, and Tamara and Nona didn't even share a frame. They weren't even in the same frame together.
Is that because they rejected
No. They just weren't in the same scenes together. So whoever brought that to you, you need to check that person's.
It's actually good for business, though. You know, all that side talk is good for business. I mean, it's unfortunate, you know, because you, as the actors, suffer sometimes with bad rumors or wrong stories and stuff like that. But
we can set them straight.
But on the other hand, so tell me what the movie is about. The Gospel.
The Gospel is about a young kid who grows up in church, singing in the choir, and his father's a pastor. And one day his mother dies and blames his dad because he's never there. He turns his back on the church and his dad and his faith and becomes this big secular singer. And after 15 years, he gets a call that his father's not doing well. He returns home to the South, sort of rediscovers his roots and his faith and his relationships with his dad and everybody down there.
And this is rated PG? Mm-hmm. Is there any sex in there? I guess that's what PG is. Yeah.
No, it's all clean, fun. It's beautiful, inspiring. It's about redemption. It's about making things right from the past.
Yeah.
It's about your faith and success.
And it opens on October 7th.
October 7th.
Your sitcom only needed a little tweaking. I mean, how come they didn't stand by you guys?
I was upset about that for a while, but you know what? Everything happens for a reason. And I couldn't have done the Gospel in the other movie I did if I had still been on the show.
Is Nicole back to work? And if she is, what is she?
She's still with the baby, but she's ready to go back. She had a couple offers that she didn't want to do for some reason.
What is it? Sitcom, movies, drama?
Both, everything. But she's a mommy and she loves it, and she's completely creative and invigorated by the baby. And that's what it does. I mean, it's unbelievable.
Absolutely.
I became like a superhero when she was born. It's just ridiculous. You feel invincible. You want to just. I grew like 2 inches. So it's crazy.
Which one? Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
In heights, that is. Yes.
You know. Would you guys ever work together again? I mean, did you find that was a little strain on your relationship going to the set every day together?
We had a ball.
Would you go in separate cars?
We did go in separate cars. It was funny. We had breakfast together at home, then got in separate cars and called each other on the cell phone on the way to work.
Yeah.
So
well, also part of it is that you're doing a show. Why should you have to be in the same car? You'd have the car service pick you up to separate cars.
See, it depends. You know, sometimes I stayed longer. Sometimes she was done earlier, whatever. So we went in separate cars. But I always have a ball working with her because she's just cool. She's like my best friend. So it's not like I have to really be stressing about it.
That's hot. That's real nice. So do you guys have a nanny?
Yes, we have a nanny. We have an amazing nanny. Her name's Christina, and she is the bomb.
And she lives with you guys, or she comes over?
No, she comes over in the morning, and she stays with us for 9 hours. And when Nicole is working, then she's on the set and comes with us wherever we go. She travels. So
that's hot.
It helps out a lot. You know?
Have you ever been approached the Hollywood gay casting couch?
The Hollywood gay casting couch.
And I'm not saying that because I've ever heard your name mixed up with the homosexuality.
What does that
you're
mean?
such a devastatingly good-looking man, Boris.
Oh, thank you.
Kojo. All right. Boris, you're so devastatingly handsome. I can only imagine that one day some man came up to you and said, "How you doing? You want to be a star?" No, honey.
Isn't that usually the fashion industry more than the movie industry?
No, honey.
No?
No.
Well, it never happened to me, but maybe it will. I don't know. I'll let you know if it does happen indeed. But to this point, it hasn't yet.
It could be the next level.
Oh, is that right?
You know what? I see you as an action star. Maybe because of your height and your size, you're bigger than a lot of men in Hollywood, which is a pleasure. And I see you as a leading man, sort of. I was surprised when you were on the sitcom. Not your wife. You. What kind of roles do you get offered now outside of The Gospel, which opens on October 7th?
Well, I had to fight this whole stereotypical thing for a while after Brown Sugar. You know, I was offered all these hunkadelic sort of roles. And I wanted to stretch and do something else, but The Gospel was really a totally different kind of movie. I had to study gospel in the Southern Baptist Church. It's a very specific culture. And I grew up in Germany. I had no idea about the gospel or any church related things. So I had to really study and found out about slaves communicating in gospel and everything, and it was deep.
All right, everybody, now
you can go on the stand fees, but the point is keep your mouth shut. Anybody from the streets knows that. You never talk on nobody.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
As a SWAT team bomb expert, you might think my job's pretty out of the ordinary, but really it's quite routine. Cut this red wire, that blue wire, save the day, big whoop. But Butterfinger Crisp provides some excitement. Light, crispy wafers, layered with one-of-a-kind Butterfinger cream and crunchy bits. Now that's out of the ordinary. Whoops! Oh boy, wrong wire. That's gonna leave a mark.
Life too ordinary? Try Butterfinger Crisp from Nestle. The light new way to break out of the ordinary.
Hey, honey, what's with the for sale sign out front?
Oh, we're moving.
We're moving?
Mm-hmm.
Where?
To a bigger closet.
A bigger closet?
No, a bigger house.
You said closet.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Oh, look at this listing. Lots of spacious closets.
How many bedrooms?
Bedrooms?
Get ready. Fall's biggest boot sale is on at Payless. Save up to 50% on the latest styles like wedge heels, lace-ups, and faux fur. Find them all at Payless. Select styles included while quantities last.
Breast cancer survivor Olivia Newton-John's new CD is available exclusively at Hallmark Gold Crown stores for only $9.95. And for every CD sold, $2 of the retail price will be donated to the Susan G. Komen Breast Cancer Foundation. Together, we can be phenomenal for every woman who faces breast cancer. Available at participating Hallmark Gold Crown stores while supplies last.
It was 1965. Astronauts were taking spacewalks, and a store was born that would pamper pets like never before. It's Petco's 40th anniversary sale. Huge savings on thousands of items. Pals members save on specially marked bags of Hill Science Diet. $7 on dog food, $6 on cat food while supplies last. Come in for your free Pals card and start saving
one giant leap for pets.
like it's 1965. Petco, where the pets go.
Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hey, this is your man Steve Harvey. Hi, and I'm Jackie Reed. I'm a nephew Tommy. It ain't neither one of them, but I'm in here by myself. I just tried to make like the morning show was full. All of us will be there tomorrow morning from 6 to 10. You make sure you join us. Me and Tommy turned them out today with some slave theater. We did almost a top 10, changed their mind. Jackie's entertainment news wasn't that newsy. It was more gossipy. It's just a whirlwind of activity on the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You don't want to miss a minute of it. Every morning from 6 to 10. Right here, baby, on 107.5 WBLS. Every morning.
Last week, over 31 million people watched the Emmy Award-winning Best Drama, Lost.
The hell is that?
Tonight, see what everyone is talking about.
Right, now listen carefully.
Uncovering one of the island's biggest mysteries was only the beginning.
What's going to happen?
Now these stranded survivors must face an even greater threat.
How many of your group have gotten sick? Sick? Sick. As in ill, as in dead.
Lost. Then, more than 22 million viewers discovered the only drama on the top of every critic's list.
I don't know what the truth is.
Yes, you do. USA Today is giving Invasion 4 stars. TV Guide raves it's the best new drama of the season. And the Miami Herald says it's excellent.
Mommy just doesn't look the same.
Why do you think she's different now, Rose?
I peeked through her eyes.
TV's most acclaimed new drama is also television's most watched new show, Invasion.
Tonight, starting at 9, only on ABC 7.
I got Verizon Online DSL because dial-up was so slow.
With DSL, it's so fast.
Dial-up's gonna be history, especially since Verizon Online DSL is now at dial-up prices. We're talking as low as $14.95 a month for connection speeds up to 768 kilobits per second.
No dialing, no waiting. Boom, I'm connected.
I can be on the phone while my son's on the computer.
Verizon Online DSL makes doing everything online so much faster. And now it's at our lowest price ever, as low as $14.95 a month for connection speeds up to 768 kilobits per second.
It costs less than what I was paying for dial-up.
It's a lot less than cable.
Call 1-800-PIC-DSL to sign up. That's 1-800-PIC-DSL for the best value in broadband.
We got Verizon Online DSL, and we are never going back to dial-up.
Verizon.
$14.95 a month rate available for new Verizon residential 768 kilobits per second DSL customers. When your commitment required, $79 early termination fee applies. Speed and uninterrupted service not guaranteed. Not available in all areas. Additional monthly supplier FUSF recovery charge, a tax recovery charge, and applicable taxes may apply. Other terms and conditions apply.
Hey you, it's me, Wendy Williams, here to talk to you about a place that's near and dear to my heart. Benjamin Rug and Home Imports. It's located in Secaucus, New Jersey. The most divine rugs, the most divine furniture. Fabulous. And guess what? Benjamin Rug and Home Imports Imports was a wholesale store, and now it's a retail store with wholesale prices. The owner, Stephanie Cohen, and her husband invite you in. And guess what? Stephanie has launched her own Stephanie Cohen Designs. Go check out what she's got going on. Plus, they feature the Martha Stewart Signature Gallery. Their stuff is priced right for you. The classic gallery is upstairs, the traditional and contemporary gallery on the main floor, the rugs in the back, and the store hours fit into your schedule. Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Saturday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Sunday, noon to 5 p.m. The web address is StephanieCohenHome.com. Benjamin Rug and Home Imports has an interior design service. They'll come to your home and work it over. 20 Meadowlands Parkway. Call 201-617-9000. It's Benjamin Rug and Home Imports of Secaucus, New Jersey. It's a retail store with wholesale prices. I just turned down getting a picture taken with Boris Kojo. And I know, we have our website, WBLS.com. And if you go on the website, you really won't see my picture a whole lot. And if you do, you'll see the same pictures of me and the same celebrities. And never changes. And that's really my fault because X, who, is in charge of our website, WBLS.com, he really does do a good job. By the way, we have another break with Boris Kojo coming up in just a few moments, everybody. And I apologize for being cut off in the middle of a sentence in that last one. But it's just a thing. I used to blame it on weight. And I don't want my picture taken. Then I would blame it on, we don't even look like a part of the same picture. She or he's so short and I'm so tall and I'm not taking off my shoes. So you put the frame up here on me or whatever. But you know what it really is? I just don't like getting my picture taken. I just don't. It's sufferable. New York Magazine, they're doing a big piece. And so they, I told them, I said, I already have pictures that have never been seen. We can, what do you call it in computer world? JPEG them to you?
Oh, let me find out.
I'm studying. Let Nicole, JPEG them to you. These pictures are fresh off. Sometimes Steve Lindsay, my hair makeup person, he'll come over to the house like on a Saturday or something like that, and we will literally play grown-up dress up. Like where I will try on a bunch of different stuff. He'll do my hair 25 different ways and, makeup and everything. And then he pulls out this digital camera, which I swear to goodness, the digital cameras take pictures like the pros. And it doesn't feel like a photo shoot. It feels like playing grown-up dress up. He washed my hair in the sink, and then, the pieces are drying out on the deck in the sun to help, and then he blow dries, and then I say, snip these in, Wendy. Well, let's try it this way. Let's change hold on, freeze, let me take the picture. Next thing you know, we got photo shoot quality pictures, and all we've been doing is playing for like 4 hours and lunch on a Saturday afternoon. So I said to the magazine, well, we can JPEG them over. They said, no, we want to take, fresh pictures. It's going to be a pretty big piece. We want to come over. So I'm just like, oh, gosh, pictures. There's not that many women who would turn down taking a picture with Boris Kojo, especially because of his height. You can literally tuck yourself under his arm. Even a big slob like me, I can tuck under his arm. He's a really good-looking guy. Anyway, where are we? How are you feeling today, everybody? You feeling okay? Yeah. Shout out to Hillary and the girls at Diane von Furstenberg down on West 12th Street. How you doing? This hour of the Wendy Williams Experience is brought to you by Newton Learning and Recruitment. And in Queens, you can join Eddie Love on Friday at noon. And he's going to be at the Carver Federal Savings Bank in St. Albans, Queens. That's for Carver Custom Mortgage big event. All right, so that's Friday at noon. Tonight, everybody, you can join me for the Wendy Williams Comedy Experience at the Laugh Factory. Art, I almost left the house with sweatpants on today.
Wow.
You know why? Because yesterday was a long day. I had a little parent-teacher conference in the morning, and then, of course, the radio show in the afternoon. Then in the evening, the Louis Vuitton on 57th Street, they had a champagne cocktail party, which was really nice. And I had on, big shoes all day. I didn't bring any, slippers or anything to the radio station. So by the time I got home, I was just, and I felt like, I had to be on all day yesterday. So today I want to be off. So I wake up, I go into my son's room, I pull out one of his this is a 5-year-old's t-shirt that I'm wearing today. This is his t-shirt. It actually fits.
It's your 5-year-old t-shirt.
Yeah, this is my 5-year-old son's t-shirt.
Right.
But you know how sometimes wearing somebody else's clothes is like getting a constant hug from them. Yeah. I mean, it's the stupidest t-shirt, just a stinky t-shirt from Target, plain white. But I felt like wearing one of his t-shirts today, and I put it on, and I threw on some sweatpants and some sneakers, and I was on my way out the door, and I said, the Comedy Club. I said, while it is what it is, and sometimes at the Comedy Club, I'll do, a full-blown, to do, and then other times I'll do, not so to do, but I can't do sweatpants because I made fun of you last week. Yeah. So I can't do sweatpants. Yeah. So I put on a Catholic schoolgirl skirt. Uh-oh. And some Pocahontas boots. And so it is what it is. I feel as comfortable as if I was wearing sweats. Yeah. Because I feel like I'm going to family. Mm-hmm. At the Comedy Club. That's what they are. I love that. I love that place. I don't have on any mascara or anything. Pared down makeup. Yeah. A little sweat jacket. Am I rushing the first season, by the way?
No, not at all. Not at all.
I don't know. Why would you say I'm rushing the UGG season? P.S. I'm not wearing Uggs, damn you. But why would you say that now is rushing the Ugg season, but it's not rushing the first season? I have a sweat jacket with the fur lining because it might be chilly tonight when I get out of the club.
Yes.
It's almost first season.
Almost.
Shout out to Demetrio Furs in Manhattan.
Right now.
My people. But anyway, so I'll see you guys at the Comedy Club tonight. Art, you're working on your routine over there?
Well, I might have somebody out of town and come in and I don't know if I can do my regular routine.
Excuse me?
No. I'm sorry.
Who is it? Your mother?
It could be. So I might have to keep it clean and then just bring you upstairs on like the old school.
No.
I'm not going to suspect her like that. It's crazy. Maybe I'll try to
tell her to come a little bit late. Tell Alicia to distract her.
Somebody.
She'll get distraction. That's when she's back there getting her plate or something.
Exactly. Because I need to talk about this bad coochie I've been getting lately, so I want to talk about it. So Mom can't be in the building.
No, please talk about it.
Okay.
Why don't you get there at 8 o'clock and get her nice and sauced so by 9 o'clock...
My mother doesn't drink, Wendy. What are you talking about? She's a church woman. What are you talking about? What the heck is wrong with you? Oh my God, you need Jesus, Wendy.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. And apparently you need to learn the buttons. What was that?
Better handwriting.
Anyway, the comedy experience at the Laugh Factory tonight. Doors open up at 8 o'clock. Comedy starts at 9 o'clock. And we'll be there in rare form. Art, if your mother comes, can you please explain to her that it is what it is?
I'm going to have her sit outside or something like that. I don't want her to come in and she think I do like Bill Cosby comedy.
No, honey. That doesn't sell tickets. But then again, she should know that.
No, she doesn't. She thinks of me differently. She don't know.
How you doing?
Oh.
I mean, your mother sounds like she could really cut a rug if she's going to curse somebody. How you doing?
Oh, shout out to Kim Black.
Now, Artie, you're not going to be disrespecting me. My friends at church, listen now. Now, you can be a freak if you want to. But how you doing? Yeah, Art, your mother really sounds like she whooped her behind when you were younger. Mm-hmm. Anyway, all right, so I say all that to say Eddie Love, noon on Friday at the Carver Federal Savings Bank in St. Albans, Queens. And we're going to continue on. It's 25 minutes before 3 o'clock. The Wendy Williams Experience in the building until 7 o'clock. Then it's Vaughn Harper with The Quiet Storm on 107.5 WBLS.
Music.
It's the Wendy Williams Experience. I'm in the studio with Boris Kojo, and we were cut off in our last break. But I was talking to you about the kind of roles, that you're offered, and the kind of stereotypes that you had to kind of overcome, or, the hunka-bunka type man.
Yeah, the hunka-bunka stuff, yeah.
But that's very flattering, too.
It's flattering, and everybody has obstacles to overcome, so that was one of my obstacles. But it's all good, because I felt like I stretched with the gospel in the movie I did after. I did Medea's Family Reunion after that, and I'll continue to do that.
And that was a good play, movie, by the way.
Yes.
That was very good.
Yes. And the second one's coming out February 24th.
And you're down with that?
Yep.
I love the whole Tyler Perry movement.
He's very talented.
Yes.
Very talented.
And now very rich.
That's true, too.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
And here's the thing. Do you find it difficult to be faithful in Hollywood? I mean, I know it's cliche to think, all the beautiful people, but
personally, it's not difficult for me because I made the choice to be, and it is a choice.
Yeah.
And I don't like when people say, well, it's tough, it's hard, it's temptation. You have a choice.
Yes.
And that's the bottom line.
That's right.
And when you find somebody who's your best friend, who's your teammate, and there's no need to cheat because ass is ass.
Yeah.
and it's never going to stop.
Right.
And it's going to be better looking, younger ass for the rest of your life.
That's right.
So it's up to you to make a choice.
That's
I
right.
get validation from saying no. A lot of brothers out there get validation from sleeping with as many women as they can.
Yeah.
I sort of turn it around. I get validation from saying no because I get self-respect through that.
Yeah.
And I
You're
want to come
stronger.
home. I want to come home to somebody who respects me for making that choice, and so I choose to be faithful because I know what I got.
And you want a normal life.
Exactly.
Outside of Hollywood. I love that. Do you guys drive an SUV with the baby seat and all like that?
That's right. You guessed both of my cars right last time. I remember.
What did I say?
Both of them. You said a Range Rover and you said a Benz.
Yeah.
Yep.
So now you still have a Range Rover? Or you got a Suburban or something like that? You still?
Yes, I got the Chevy Tahoe, the big one.
Yes.
And I got the Range and the G-Wagon.
Yeah.
Baby only rides in trucks.
I have one of those G-Wagons. Is that the bumpiest?
But it's a tank, though.
It is a tank.
Safer than in any other car.
I got to tell you something, though. If I had a newborn, our son is now 5 years old. He loves all the bumps. If I had a newborn, I'd be nervous driving, her or him in that, only because the bumps are crazy.
The bumps are crazy, but let me tell you something. It's a tank. The baby will not be safer in any other car.
Yeah.
Nicole had an accident when she was pregnant. Her mother was in the car, too. Some dude ran into her 40 miles an hour, and she just had a scratch on the car.
It didn't push it over?
Nothing.
Tip it to the side?
It's a tank.
Yeah. I really like mine.
G-Wagon.
My husband was like, "Why do you want that?" I said, "Because I like it. It's tank looking.
Yep.
I don't want to have to experiment whether it drives and handles accidents like a tank, but it's tank looking. I like that.
It's a great car.
Well, I wish you well. October 7th, Boris Kojo, the star of The Gospel.
The Gospel.
And tell Nicole that I said how you doing.
I will.
And good luck.
You're
You're a unique person in Hollywood. Thus, you're not the most scandalous interview. You know what this radio show is. But you're just a nice guy, and it's fun doing nice guy interviews.
Thank you so much.
Too. As long as, to me, there are not too many of them.
Let me tell you something. I always have fun coming here, and people always say, "Oh, why you go on that show?" Why? I don't understand that. I love you. I love your show, and good luck with the other show you got going on. I love that.
Thank you so much.
Great.
All right, have a wonderful day.
You too.
And there he goes. They already had the door all open for him. Go on, Boris Kojo.
Yes.
Why were you playing crickets? Because he was so normal.
It's too perfect.
He is perfect. He is perfect. Perfectly good looking, perfectly mannerable, perfectly tall, perfectly, just perfect.
Yeah.
There's got to be. I think he's without earshot now. Yeah, I think he's probably an overseas jump off. You know what I mean? Like when he goes to Germany to visit his grandmother. He keeps that out of the papers, out of the National Enquirer, away from Nicole. Or maybe he's just perfect, Art.
He's just perfect.
We can't have too many of those per year.
No.
Those perfect interviews. That's not what this show is based on. This show is based on drama. That's okay. We'll get more than we can handle when Kevin Lyles comes in.
Oh.
To talk about his new book, From Intern to President. Actually, I don't have the book in front of me. I hope I'm saying the title right. I left it in the office by accident. Hey, so Little Kim is in general population, and they say she's adjusting just fine. I didn't know that. I thought she might have been in, something off to the side. Mary J. Blige, everyone, has, they say, plans to help improve the smiles of America's young people after signing up with the Crest Healthy Smile Oral Care for Children campaign. That's nice. Not enough people. We are drillnistas on the show.
Yes.
We're tooth people. And we don't have anybody of the hip-hop R&B generation that's really smacking the ball home how important oral care is. I wonder if Crest is going to ask Mary to get the metal removed, from her fang tooth.
I don't think she likes that, though, because
she likes it.
Family trait.
Yeah, it is a family trait. She has it actually screwed into her skull. It's not one of those removable ones. But anyway, that's good, Mary. I'm glad you're doing that. Young Jeezy, everyone, has been joined by, I love Young Jeezy, and shout out to you too, Jadakiss. Jadakiss, I am still rocking your CD in my car. Just song after song. Just song after song after song. Mm-hmm. Good music is good music.
Yes.
Whether it came out a year ago or it's still out now. Of course, my own CD is still in the car. Anyway, Young Jeezy, who gave me a song actually for my CD, but I also rock his CD in my car, has joined Fat Joe, Kanye West, Paul Wall, and Remy Martin. They're doing their bit to clean up New York streets. And they're going to have a free concert for the kids. And in turn, the kids are going to do 4 hours of community service to clean up the streets for a ticket. That's a good idea. Yeah. You want to come to this concert with some of today's hottest people? Clean up. Why not?
No, Kevin's book is called Make It Happen.
Make It Happen. Okay. I'm going to bring it in before the actual interview goes down. Make It Happen. The Kevin Lyles intern to presidency story. Maybe he's lost weight.
No, that's a good way. Fat from all that money and eating good.
Yeah. Oh boy. By the way, shout out to Kathy Bradley in Columbus, Ohio. Happy 45th birthday, honey bun. She says she looks damn good in her body and she's proud of it. Very good. Well, the phone lines are open at 866-GET-WENDY. I would love to speak to you on the telephone for Advice Hour in the next segment. Advice Hour is next. Call me. We'll talk.
It's Wendy, man.
You never met me. You don't know me. You ain't been in my house. You don't live with me. You don't sleep with me. You don't do shit with me, but talk about me. Watch what you say. That's all, baby girl. That's all I'm asking you is watch what the you say.
The Wendy Williams Experience. Everybody needs some.
Should I leave? Like, is that selfish to my son?
Come get some.
Let me tell you, Wendy, it's really a trouble with a dude.
Advice out.
I'm having a problem with my fiance and his family.
I was in a relationship with this girl for like 18 months. She told me the relationship meant nothing.
Always drama.
Call Wendy right now. 1-866-GET-WENDY. Fax Wendy at 866-WENDY-FAX. Did you catch this flashback?
Hello.
Hi, Wendy. How you doing?
Hi, how are you?
That's about it. This is Lyndon.
Hi, Lyndon.
Okay. I love your show. I've been listening for years.
Thanks, Lyndon.
It's like a reality show. Right? I didn't call to kiss up, though. I just called to make a point.
Okay.
As a car guy, you made a point about the spinner of being corny, has-beens, and all that stuff like that. But wait, there was women that are popular for one reason. First of all. And number two, you always big up on the Louis Vuitton bag as being this great.
What?
Well, I was saying you always make fun of the spinner rims.
Okay.
Has been corny, has been, and all that. But as a point, they weren't that popular to the public.
I see what you're saying.
Okay, well, number two, you always big up on the Louis bag as being this great thing.
Yes.
But you big up, I mean, a Pucci, that'd be something else.
Yes.
But to be fair.
Yes.
You know, certain words we use as in hip-hop culture, it becomes, if certain people use it, we don't use it anymore because it becomes corny. Well, that's what Louis bag become. So.
Oh, I understood that part. Louis bags have become corny.
Yeah, and you big it up all the time. You always say this is it.
You know what, though? Not anymore. I haven't picked up a Louis bag since that damn Murakami bag. You know what I'm saying? I'm not getting that cherry bag, and I no longer believe in bag of the season.
Okay, I mean, a Pucci, always that big brand. You big that up, too. Yeah, I was saying, you got to be a Pucci. I mean, that's exclusive. Nobody really has that. I mean, nobody knows about that too much. Average folks, I should say.
Yeah.
And I would say, but all the time I come, as a car guy, I defend that point. You know, they're still exclusive. There's still a nice one coming out, and people can't afford it.
Hold on a second, Lyndon. Hold on.
Okay.
Look, you all. I didn't understand a word he's saying.
This is it right here. Miss a day, miss a whole lot. Coming through your speakers, boy. It's Wendy, man.
Hey, everybody. Yeah, it's Advice Hour on the Wendy Williams Experience. Dear Wendy, I've been dating this guy for about 5 weeks now. In the beginning, the conversation was good. I enjoyed his company, not to mention the physical attraction was so crazy. I'd get moist just being in his presence. Notice, Wendy, everything I said is past tense because now I'm totally turned off by him. Now, keep in mind, everybody, they've been together for 5 weeks. When the time came for us to get intimate with each other, Wendy, he couldn't satisfy me. Wendy, I'm a woman of a certain age, and if you can't satisfy my sexual desires, then don't waste my time. So my question to you is, Wendy, how do I tell him that I'm no longer interested in him? Sincerely, dissatisfied woman. Why do you owe him an explanation? They don't give them to us. You've only been with him for 5 weeks. I wouldn't give him anything like that. He's been dismissed. I think that's a lot easier on his ego than telling him that he's no good and dead. And you don't owe him any humana. 5 months? Is that cruel? It might be. Yeah. But when you get to be a woman of a certain age, you know what you like and what you don't like, and you have tolerance. You've compartment. You're busy, and you know what you have time for and what you don't. And also, another thing about being a woman of a certain age, not to sound mean, because I don't think that mean-spiritedness needs to be misconstrued, but I'm sorry is few and far between. Apologizing for certain behaviors and certain actions and certain ways of being. You get over that. You owe him nothing. And not even a phone call. Every time he calls you, you tell him you're busy. Finally, you might just want to say, listen, we're not working out. By the way, that's my other line. I got to go. Why do you owe him anymore? And I know what you all are thinking. Well, Wendy, you wouldn't want somebody to treat you like that. People have. Men do it all the time. The difference is that women get mature, and then we realize that I'm going to do to them what they do to us. You owe him nothing, woman. Hello?
Hello?
Hi, it's Wendy.
Hi, Wendy. How are you?
I'm doing fine.
I have a question for you. I'm 29 years old. I'm a single mom, and I currently live with my father, who owns a house. Things are okay, but, I've never lived on my own. I was just wondering, do you think that it's okay for me to go out and get my own place? I have a well-established career, and or is it better to stay, with my dad and helping him with his house?
No. It's time for you to go out on your own, because you're not staying because your father can't take care of himself, correct?
Correct.
Yeah. You know what? You're only going to be 25 once. Your father will be fine by himself. Mm-hmm. It's time for you to not use that as a crutch,
right?
And go out and get yourself a studio apartment or a one-bedroom.
Okay.
Experience the world.
Yeah.
Before it's too late. You want to get married one day?
Yeah.
See, you don't want any regrets. You want to get out there. You want to be able to drop it like it's hot. Date. Have your own place, make your own rules, walk around, scratch your breasts, swig out of the orange juice, and then one day share, and have a family.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Good luck. This is the time of your life.
All right, thanks a lot.
Do it up. Bye.
Bye.
Hello?
Yes.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh, it's Wendy.
Oh, I need advice. I have a question.
Go ahead.
I'm engaged to be married next year, but I'm thinking about testing the waters with someone else. Do you think that would be wrong?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, it would be wrong just because you're engaged and you're in love and everything. You think you can pull it off and get away with it?
I think so.
Why?
I think because of our hours clashing and he has to work over, and I'm just real tempted. It's been like an ongoing, like a year thing. I came down to Florida and met him then.
This is really crazy. I can't believe that I even asked you, could you get away with it? You know what? If you want to test the waters, if the waters are really good, then what are you going to do? Then you're going to be conducting a full-blown affair through the engagement and into the marriage, right?
Probably.
And then what if you get pregnant?
No, I'm not going to get pregnant.
How old are you?
34.
Maybe you're not ready to be married?
Well, see, this would be my second marriage.
And apparently this one's not going to work either, because you don't know how to play the game of marriage. It starts with a bit of fidelity, at least through the engagement in the first damn year.
Yeah.
But, before you start feeling yourself, because maybe he's already felt himself.
Yeah.
And you caught him out there. Cheating is wrong all the way around. You're already heading to divorce court, and you're not even married again yet.
You're right.
Come on.
You're right.
All that scheming that you're doing to plot and cheat, you need to put those same type of skills towards trying to make this be your third and last marriage.
Okay.
All right. I wish you well.
I wish you well, too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
She's not going to listen, though. Hello?
How you doing, Wendy?
I'm doing all right.
Hey, Art, how are you?
How you doing?
I'm all right. All right. I'm an aggressive. I'm a 28-year-old aggressive lesbian woman.
Okay.
All right. I have a girlfriend, right? She lives with me. She has 2 kids.
Mm-hmm.
And, like our relationship just started dwindling away after she moved in with me. And it's like, I got love for her. She's a good woman. She does everything, that a person would love to have in a person. It's just like our relationship is just so sour right now.
Yeah.
And I don't know what to do.
Well, why do you think it's gotten sour?
Well, I lived alone my whole life, right? Now I moved in and she has 2 kids. It's crammed first off.
Okay.
But like I come home and I think she's going through menopause, you know? It's like I come home, it's like, you know?
Yeah.
Don't want to be bothered days. It's like,
well, see, by living together, you're seeing all sides of her, not just the sunny side.
Yeah.
You know, and then now, how many bedrooms are there in the apartment?
1 bedroom.
Oh, see, there needs to be something done. Like, you need to get her up out of there, or she needs to pull money where you all can have a bigger place. I'll tell you, the relationship is changing because you're seeing all sides of her now. And if you don't like it, and you're single, and you have no kids, and how long have you been with her?
What's going on? It's been a year this September.
This is a deal breaker.
Yeah, it's crazy because, you know, I have love for her, Wendy. I mean, so much love.
Listen, I have love for my next door neighbor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you mention this to her, first of all, you're uprooting her kids. She's going to turn into a tiger.
Yeah, it's killing me. I don't want to do that to the kids.
But it's only been a year. You are in a 1-bedroom apartment. How old are the kids?
1 is 10, 1 is 6, and I keep asking her to save her money so we can buy a house. You know, I'm ready to buy a house, but I don't want to buy it, and then she moves in there, and it'd be the same crap.
Is she losing her sexy look to you too? You see?
No, she's a very attractive woman. You know,
how is the sex?
Oh man, it's been 3 months. When it's like
what?
It's like 3 months. Like we lay in the bed together, and it's like animosity, but still hug and love, but animosity.
Yeah, but you don't try to. I mean, you said you're the aggressor. You don't try to push it there, and then she.
It's just that with that feeling that I think she's going through menopause. It's like at times she don't want to be bothered. It's like. You know, it's like she has 2 kids. I'm like, I'm feeling.
Listen, there are a lot of changes in love, and if you really love somebody, it's worth fighting for. But you all have only been together for a year. You're dealing with 2 kids in a 1-bedroom, and you haven't had sex in 3 months. You know what I say? Time to bail.
What do I tell her, Wendy?
Time to tell her to get a place, and the relationship is over. You can't even date her anymore. Once you kick her out of the apartment, the relationship is a wrap.
Yeah.
But that sounds fine with you because you said you're only feeling her.
No, I got love, but it's like ain't no deep in love. I could be honest about that.
That means you could take it or leave it. So just leave it.
Should I just say it openly to her? Just look, I think we should just.
Yes.
It's killing me.
Yes.
Thank you, Wendy. You're like the best show. You have the best show in the world. Later for all them other stations.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? A 1-year relationship and hasn't had sex in 3 months. Hello?
Hello, Wendy?
Hi.
Hi, I'm so glad I got through.
Well, it's nice to have you here. It's Advice Hour.
I love your show.
Thank you.
Okay, this is my situation. I'm 30, and I got married at 25. Never really dated or anything like that. And I found out, when I got married, I was a virgin. And I found out years into my relationship with my husband that he lied to me.
About what?
He told me before we got married that he had a record, and afterward,
a criminal record.
Yes.
Okay.
So I knew that when I got married to him, but I found out afterward what he was arrested for. He lied about. I found out that he was arrested for child molestation.
Oh my God! All right, so relationship is over. Deal done. Done. And I understand how you're getting caught up because this is your first. And you are 30 now, but you got married when you were 25.
Yeah.
You saved your virginity. You were new at everything. And there's probably a part of the world that frightens you.
Yeah.
But girl, how are you going to have a child?
Well, we do have a child.
Oh, boy.
He told me this when I was pregnant.
Okay. This is going to be...
this was about 2 years ago.
Okay.
And I haven't gotten past the lie.
How did you find out about the record and what it really was? What did he tell you he was arrested for?
He told me that he was arrested for dating a girl who lied about her age.
Okay. An underage girl.
Yeah. And then I found out.
How did you find out?
He told me because a relative was about to tell me when they found out I was pregnant. So he had no choice but to tell me.
Okay, and so what? So it's been 2 years. The baby's 2 years old.
Yeah.
And
right now, I realize that I haven't really gotten past the lie. I'm at a point where I really do want to leave the relationship.
So what's your question to me?
My question is to you is since this happened about 2 years ago, and he's complaining about how unhappy he is in a relationship. I mean, should I just go?
Yes. You need to divorce him. You need to tell him he better be tight with his child support and his spousal support, because if he's not, you will blow his smitty sky high, and you mean it.
Okay. Okay.
And the ball is totally in your court as to how it goes down. You want the house, you want him out.
Okay.
Pack up your stuff. You want the chandeliers, you want the wedding gifts, or, however you want it is how you can call it.
Okay. Okay.
I wish you well.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I'll take one more. Hello?
I love you so much, Wendy.
Oh, thank you.
I just had something really quick. My boyfriend and I have been dating for 4 years. Before I met him, he had this gay friend named... Can I say names or no?
It's best not to.
Okay.
But we don't know them, do we?
They've been best friends, and of course I know he's gay. We've been out. But in the last 2 months, my boyfriend has been so drunk that he said he's going to stay at the guy's house and spend the night.
Oh, they need you.
So do you think that there's something going on?
I don't know if there's anything going on with them, but I'll tell you what, I don't know a heterosexual man who calls a homosexual man best friend. Unless they are brothers from the same mother and father.
And they go shopping and everything together. He does everything with him.
How long has this charade been going on with you and your boyfriend?
We've been together 4 years, but him and his best friend have just been getting closer since he moved back to our town in the last 3 or 4 months. It's like an every other day.
How far back do they go?
Maybe about 10 years.
Okay. Miss Girl, your boyfriend is a Miss Honey.
You think, Wendy?
Girl.
Ask Artie, he knows.
Artie.
He's a Miss Honey.
Art, you think he's getting broken off by the best friend, or just that they share secrets?
I think a little bit of both.
A little bit of both.
Yeah.
All right.
And not only that, but if they aren't breaking each other off, at the very least, your boyfriend's using his gay friend's place to get their thing on.
All right, so I just need to let him go. Could I switch him to our team or no?
Honey, there is no switching to our team. It's over. That is a lot of work, and it doesn't work anyway.
Okay, Wendy.
Oh God,
you need a shoulder to cry on.
It's been 4 years. It's 4 years.
All right, so I guess I just have to let him go then, Wendy. But I love him.
And if he loved you, he wouldn't be lying to you about who he is and what he does.
Do you think I should follow him one night when he says that he's staying right over there and just go over there?
If you really want to throw the Wendy Williams dramatic effect on it, you should. And then you jump out of your car. And then you clean out in your mannerisms as you read both of them.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, you could throw the drama flame on it.
Okay.
All right.
And I'll give you a call back to let you know what I find.
Thank you.
Thanks, Wendy.
Bye-bye.
Wendy, man.
You had a caller call in once and ask, how do you not get crack lip when you chiefing?
Yes.
Tell them to roll a filter up in their stuff and they'll be all right.
Thank you.
You welcome.
I mean, they thank you.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
Hey, listen up, everybody. This is Steve Harvey, and the time is now. I am coming to Harlem. That's right, the Steve Harvey Morning Show and WBLS will be broadcasting live from the world-famous Apollo Theater in Harlem, New York, this Friday, September 30th, from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. And we'll be holding auditions during the broadcast for the theater's famed amateur night competition. And the winner will be chosen by me, the audience, and the official Apollo judges. The winner is going to appear on the national television show, Showtime at the Apollo. We're going to start signing people up at 5:30 a.m. who want to participate, so make sure you get there. It's on a first-come, first-served basis. Everybody won't be able to perform before 10, but we'll do as many as we can on Friday, September 30th. Don't miss me, man. Oh, God, I'm coming back to Harlem.
Special thanks to Sylvia's Restaurant, proud to provide 4-year scholarships to Harlem students in the community with 107.5 WBLS.
Today's R&B and classic soul is right here at 107.5 WBLS. It's the Wendy Williams Experience. Don't forget tonight, the Wendy Williams Comedy Experience at the Laugh Factory. Shout out to Capone, the gangsta of comedy, Ken Black, and you, Artie, life of the party. I'll be there. We got the Negroidian buffet, the drinks, and it all goes down tonight. Doors open up at 8. Comedy starts at 9. See you at the Laugh Factory in Times Square tonight, darling. And it's nothing but a party. Tomorrow night, the Shadow Nightclub is free. Free for everyone. Man, woman, as long as you're 23 or older as a man, or 25 and older as a man, 23 and older as a woman, yeah. Because it's adult, you know. We like to think we specialize in the adult entertaining here at WBLS. So we associate ourselves with places like the Shadow and places like the new Cafe Bahia in Stamford, Connecticut, which is another adult night spot. As a matter of fact, Stamford, you know, every Saturday night, Bob Lee is there at Cafe Bahia on 320 Greenwich Street. Yeah, for the WBLS live broadcast, this coming Saturday is no different. It's truly adult, truly packed. It's truly Cafe Bahia. So Bob Lee will see you there on Saturday night. This is a quickie, so let's keep it moving. Vaughn Harper comes up at 7 o'clock with The Quiet Storm. Don't forget to start your day the right way with the Steve Harvey Morning Show. And we'll all be checking you out on Saturday and Sunday, Circle of Sisters. Well, I'm going Saturday. I'm going to be, it turns out that my book, The Wendy Williams Experience, is in paperback. So Nicole's going to see if she can get some from the book company and give them to one of the vendors there. And, you know, maybe I sign copies of the book. Plus, I'm going to be hosting the book talk that's going on beginning at 3 o'clock at the Jacob Javits on Superhead. Elin Harris, and several other authors. I'm not one of the authors talking. I'm just going to be there hosting and how you doing and watching Superhead's body language along with you. So I'll see you Saturday at Jacob Javits Center with 107.5 WBLS. Hi, everyone. Listen, it's Wendy Williams, and I know you've heard me talk many times before about having a thyroid problem, but did you ever wonder why, even when you diet, it's difficult to lose weight? You watch the other people around you eat whatever they want and they don't gain a pound. You probably have an underactive thyroid. It doesn't always show up on a blood test. Well, now there's finally a way to get help. Do what I do. Go to Mind Body New York. It's a holistic medical practice located in Midtown Manhattan. They offer a more sensitive thyroid test. It's called the TRH stimulation test, and that's the best way to detect a low thyroid. So you can visit Mind Body New York like I do at 304 Park Avenue South. Now, they're conveniently located at 23rd Street and Park Avenue in Manhattan on the 6th floor. They're easily accessible by public transportation. You can call them at 866-HEAL-123. Get your life back in order the way it once was. This one simple test can help you feel your best again. Call Mind Body New York. And while you're there, discover acupuncture, vitamin drips, and so many other things that they do. 866-HEAL-123. You know, that one thyroid test I was telling you about? It can change your life. It changed mine.
107.5 WBLS.
It's Advice Hour here on the Wendy Williams Experience. And Boris Cujo was here earlier. If you're just turning on the show, well, you missed out on Boris, but his new movie is actually in theaters on October 7th, and it's called The Gospel. And he dispelled what I was talking about the other day, or yesterday, regarding Keisha Knight Pulliam and Tamara Gray from American Idol. Then again, he could have just been politically correct. He's just that kind of guy, you know what I mean? He's not trying to kick up dust about nothing. Dear Wendy, I've been with my significant other for 13 years. I'm only 27 years old. During the beginning of this relationship, I did whatever made him happy, and we got along for the most part, except for the usual adolescent issues. Well, now we're both adults with 2 sons, and I've been trying for a few years to get him out of those bad habits. Well, she hasn't mentioned the bad habits yet, but trying to get him out of those bad habits. There was not any progress for a few years, and then out of nowhere, he started to change drastically. I mean, a 280. Is that a 280, or is that a 180? Or is that a 360?
360.
Oh, 360, okay. He still has a lot of issues, Wendy, but my question is, should I keep trying to see if he continues to progress, considering I helped him keep up this behavior, or should I just leave him alone? I'm not making excuses for him because I know he is wrong, but I feel that since I allowed it for so long, I should at least give him a chance to change. He has been used to this spoiled behavior for the past 11 years. Well, you haven't mentioned what the behavior is, but I'm assuming that you're talking about cheating. And it certainly seems that if you say that he's made a 380, a 360, a drastic change, and even though he still has a lot of issues, you guys have been together for a long time. It seems like it's worth fighting for. I mean, you've been together for too long for my taste. 27 years old, being together with the same person for 13 years. Please. But you do have 2 children together, and you call him significant other. You don't call him married. Is it that you don't want to get married, or he's already bought the cow, so why buy the farm, or however that goes? I say see if you can work it out. You said he's already making a change. And if what you want to do is get married, then part of that change needs to be putting a ring on your finger. Forget the big wedding. You all have been together too long for that, and you have too many kids for that. I mean, 2 kids is not too many kids, but 2 kids in 13 years together, why have the wedding? You know, why not save that money for something else? I wish you well, though. Fight for your man and your relationship. Dear Wendy, for so many years, when it came to sex, I used to feel left out and neglected. I've been in and out of the same relationship for 17 years, maybe longer. My breakups or separations with this man only took place because he couldn't stay out of jail. During the many years of our relationship, the sex was terrible. It was weak, whack, and worthless. I used to cry after most episodes because no matter what I did, I wasn't getting anything out of it. Well, while the man was busy knocking down this last 6-year bid, I got myself into a new relationship. A sexual relationship, that is, and it is marvelous. I felt I did things that I had only read about in books. Unfortunately, the sexual relationship didn't last, but the experience was a lesson well learned and has caused my appetite for sex to elevate. The man is now home from jail. He's been home for the last 6 months, and exactly 8 weeks ago was the first time that I had seen him in 6 years. We've been out on a few dates, the type of dates that consist of doing things in public, going to shows, movies, dinners, and although he continues to tell me that he's a changed man now and he's sorry for being so selfish regarding sex, I can't help but remember the humdrum sex life that I experienced with him, and I can't get past it, Wendy. The man is claiming that he wants to please me in all ways and every ways, but the flip side is he hasn't a clue how to. He hasn't a clue how to. I'm not a damn teacher. I strongly believe that yada, 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 yada. Tell me, what should I do? I don't know. I think this relationship has run its course. Yes. You know why I say that? He's not thinking about trying to please you. He's going to learn how to be a man and get reacclimated with society. 6 years might not seem like a long time when we're out here in the free world, but you know how much has changed in 6 years? Forget the sex. How about a job? I know. That's 3 minutes. Forget the sex. How about a job? Yes. This relationship has run its course. And how about the prison anger? Or the anger about being judged by, you know, the prison anger, not necessarily anger that he's got from prison, but the way society treats him. Yes. There are too many issues here, and you're still worried about the sex being good. And I don't blame you, because you're not the one that did the bid. You've been with him for 17 years. It's time to go. You've been with him, it seems like about 17 years too long. You said from the beginning of the relationship, it was, here's your quote, weak, whack, and worthless. Now, mind you, there's much more to relationships than sex. Like dealing with your man's 6-year, you said he's been in and out of prison. So this last time was a 6-year bid. How are you dealing with that? Do you all have kids? How are you all putting food on the table? I don't care that you have a good job. That's great. What about his job? What about his worth as a man? A man has got to work and do something for his family to be perceived as any sort of man at all. Never mind him slaying you in the bedroom. Yeah. That is like if I was a man in prison 6 years, that would be last priority on my totem pole. It really would be. Slaying you in bed. Not with this world, the way we're living out here. How the hell are you going to get a decent job with a prison record? Who's going to hire me?
The car wash.
You know what, Art? You're right.
You missed the spot.
Exactly. Who you talking to like that? Son?
Oh, not the son.
Well, you know what I'm saying? Yes. You ever see old men working at car washes? 50-somethings, 40-somethings, 70-somethings, and you're all paid in 23, pulling up in your stolen whatever, or maybe you earned it, or whatever. Maybe it was an inheritance. Yeah. Pulling up in your little S-Class. You're telling him you missed the spot.
Yeah.
And then that's where the prison anger comes out. I did what? 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 Then he turns you over, throws you up against your car, and gets you from the back. I did what? 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 And all she can worry about is G'ing off in bed. This relationship is so over. It is over, and it's not your fault, but it is over. That's it.
Wendy, man.
I met up with this guy. We were together. We were at his house, and why do you think his thing wouldn't work? You think maybe he's...
How you doing?
The Wendy Williams. Yo, did you catch this flashback?
Wendy Williams and Chris Rock.
You know, I want to tell all the celebrities out there, just come on the Wendy Williams show. She's going to ask you the tough questions. But...
Is it so bad, Chris?
You just have to, you have to maintain your poise.
Yes.
And just answer them. And she will move on.
Yeah, you see?
But if she senses fear or indecision, you are all over.
Swoop down is what we call that on the show. That's when, a swoop down is when you get somebody in here under the premise of doing one thing, which is to talk about the movie. But you swoop down, and ask them a question about, something else.
Well, I'm a professional actor, too.
Okay.
So,
you know how to act your way out of that bag.
I can act my way out of it.
This thing right here. Miss a day, miss a whole lot. Coming through your speakers, boy. It's Wendy, man.
I was in the studio enjoying a little sushi. My guest Kevin Lyles is on his way in. Do I have sushi in my teeth?
No, you're good.
Let me rinse out. Come on in, Mr. Lyles. Hey, how you doing? How you doing?
What's up?
Very nice to see you. Hi. Who is this well-appointed woman with you?
She's on the public.
Oh, okay.
How you doing, bro?
All right, well, you can stand over here. I don't like people standing behind me. It's okay. No, over here. Yeah, no, you know what? It's nothing personal. Kevin, I'm sure you feel the same way.
Of course, I never let that happen.
Know what I mean? You've been in the business absolutely too long to want people milling behind you.
Never that.
Look, I even got this quirk when I'm in the nightclub. I like to be in a position where there's nobody standing or milling behind.
Get the post. I call it posting.
That's right. And if there are people standing and milling, I'm never truly comfortable.
Can't be.
Yeah.
Can't be. You don't have eyes in the back of your head.
That's right. Hello. So, Kevin Lyles' new book is called From Intern to President, Make It Happen, The Hip-Hop Generation Guide to Success. And it's on Atria Books.
Sounds familiar.
Yes. You know what? They gave me my first book deal.
Yep.
Lowballed me for my second one. So I went elsewhere. And now for my third book, I'm with the Random House family.
Okay, congratulations.
Yeah. So, congratulations on your book, and thank you so much for putting it out. Now, clearly, sir, you don't need the money for this book because
it's not about money. You know about books and money.
Exactly. You don't necessarily do it for the money, but if you can make some longevity out of it, then you talk to people like Jackie Collins, and there is money in the book game. If you have time to put it down. Now, I see you did this book with a writer.
Yes.
Samantha Marshall.
Yeah, from Cranes. She gave a different business twist on it because I don't want it to be a book just about hip hop or a book just about music.
Mm-hmm.
I want it to be a business book, and I want it to be respected as a self-help book. The only one of its kind.
Yes. Now, one of the things is that you say from intern to president, but clearly you weren't an intern like a grunting, grinding kind of intern like I was. Like Puffy was, or like my girls in the Pink Room. You.
Who, me?
Because you entered the business. Now, let's talk about the Milli Vanilli song that you wrote.
About that too.
You wrote the Milli Vanilli song, Girl, You Know It's True.
Yes.
You got a Grammy for that song.
Yes.
And you were paid damn near $1 million. Do I have that approximately correct?
Yes.
So after that project, then you became an intern. So clearly, when you start an internship and you're making as much money, or you got as much money in the bank as some of the people that are supposed to be bossing you around, you know what I'm saying?
I hear what you're saying. You know what the thing is?
Yes.
Intern is a spirit to me. I never worried about whether I had money or not. I wanted to learn about the industry, and that's why I came in. I didn't make any money, and again, my hustle back then. You make a couple of dollars, and instead, if you make $1 million, you really got $500,000,
right?
Because you got to pay taxes, and you as well as I know, rolling through. You're young, and you're 18 years old, and you got $500,000.
Yeah.
You understand? You're staying around in hotels, with all your friends in hotels.
Yes.
You got 6 cars.
Well, how old were you when you wrote that song, and then you started to get that kind of money? You're from
17,
Baltimore, so you're 17 years old.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
First one in your block, probably in your family, to have a Benz and all that other kind of fancy stuff.
All that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, so you start working at where was your internship?
Def Jam.
Def Jam Records. Damn, you had been there all along.
15 years.
Jeez. Have you gained a little bit of weight since this book cover?
I haven't gained weight since that book cover. I actually lost weight since that cover. You know what I mean? I have a fitted suit jacket on. That's it.
Yeah. Well, that's good living and good eating. Art is continually pressing this cow. I'm sure you've gotten the telephone calls that said, okay, he's still doing it. He's still doing it. That's Artie. All right. First, I want to speak with you about how long you were interning. How long?
2 years. 2 years. I interned for a guy named Kevin Mitchell.
Right.
At Def Jam.
And then, and you then got a paying job at Def Jam.
In '93, they hired me as a Mid-Atlantic regional for promotions.
And that involves a lot of traveling around.
A lot of traveling around.
And what kind of salary were you making? Let's talk dollars and cents, because that was so long ago.
Back then, I was making, I remember Julie Greenwell called me and said, we can hire you for $30,000.
Okay. Which is nothing.
Which was nothing. And I said, Julie, I can work with y'all for that. She said, no, you can work for us for that. You know what I mean? I remember that conversation vividly. $30,000.
When Def Jam was sold, the word is that you got several $1 million just because you were such a ride or die kind of dude.
I was president at that time, and I've been there for a long time, and I actually have been credited with playing a major role in going from $60 million to $400 million.
Okay.
So I don't never think I was giving anything for free, and if you ask Russell or Leo, I think I earned every bit of it.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, they still could pay me more.
But well, we could all make more money than what we get paid. We all think that we're worth the most, but suffice to say, you got several $1 million from that deal.
Suffice to say that I became a very rich guy at that time.
Yeah, and then you split half because
taxes. Oh, you're talking about the divorce.
You know it, baby. Let's talk.
Listen, let me say. Now, I heard you was giving me a shout out about that.
Yes, honey.
All I can say is when you're with somebody when you're with someone for that long period of time, you sometimes grow out of each other, and that was somebody who I was with for a long period of time.
Was she your high school girlfriend?
High school girlfriend, and we got married for 5 years. It didn't work out. We have a great relationship. I have a new girlfriend, which you've seen me several times with, and give me the eye. You know what I mean? And I love her to death. So it's a blessing.
Are you going to get married again?
I love the essence of love. I love black women. I love the thought of sharing my experiences with someone. So I'm definitely going to tie the knot again.
Wow!
Absolutely.
I didn't expect you to say that. I thought you were shucking and jiving.
No, never shucking and jiving. I got to wear my heart on my sleeves. I truly believe in the essence of love.
Yeah.
And again, I'm.
Your image as a ladies' man within the Def Jam organization is legendary.
A lot. I've heard that story before, and long as it's legendary, and as long as people can talk about what they want, people know what kind of man I am.
And I can tell you what, I've never heard your name mixed up with any homosexual activity,
and you'll never hear that.
Yes,
you know what I mean. You'll never hear that.
Those are beautiful teeth. Are those grown from your scalp, or are those grown from your skull, or are those fake?
Well, there's two of them that I had to get fixed.
They're beautiful.
The rest of them are from my, as you call it, scalpel, my brain, whatever you want to call it. My skull.
They're beautiful.
Thank you. I appreciate
it. Those are picture-worthy teeth. Look, they're really beautiful. Art, look.
Yeah.
Look at his teeth are gorgeous.
That's a smile. I worked in that smile hard for 15 years. So
yeah. Well, a lot of smiling and booty kissing and whatnot has to go on to get to be a Kevin Lyles.
Well, let's say
a lot of political answers. Let me ask you this.
You're so funny.
So I put this album out. I married Jaheim and Jadakiss on a track. Interscope normally does not do things like that with Jadakiss. To marry on the track. They they signed off on it. A beautiful song.
Yeah, Warner Brothers signed off on it too.
And Warner Brothers. But we love Jaheim and we love Pookie and they've done stuff for us. We've done stuff for them. We've had a very symbiotic relationship for years.
Yes.
Then we get to the point of filming the video. My listening family heard me talk about what role I wanted to play in the video because it's a song from my CD and I wanted to wear pom-pom shorts and I wanted to wind on a pole and drop it like it's hot. Stop laughing, because I want to ask you, because I know that you deal with a lot of question and answer. You, I'm sure, have a bunch of pills lined up on your desk from all the stress that gets brought to you every day. You probably start the day with a bowl full of stress.
Absolutely.
Well, let me just add to that. I just want to ask you,
okay,
how is it that this is a song from my CD? My people are down there. My people, meaning Jaheim and Jadakiss and the crew. Everybody's in Miami, and I get a telephone call talking about where you at. I got no itinerary, no location, no nothing. Like, I grind for everything that I do, and I'm sure you do too, which is why you are from well-paid intern to well-paid president at this particular point. You know what I mean? I try not to put any crap, and I was heartbroken, angry, saw red, and now you're here, and you represent Warner Music because you're in this room.
Right. Did you call me?
I don't have your. You were busy with some woman.
No, because you're funny.
Know the stories.
But you called me. But when you first had an issue, you actually said on the air, Kevin Lyles, I'm gonna need something from you, and I'm gonna make sure you. And what I took care of is when you said that, without even talking to you.
You've always been a stand-up guy, but let's
without even talking to you, I took care of it. And what you did not do this time, when you had a problem, you did not call for my assistance. So I did not know. You know when I found out you wasn't in the video?
Why?
You want to know today? Today.
Who told you that?
You.
Just now?
Found out right now. So I can't fix a problem I never known about. You know what I mean? So I apologize for it.
I don't even make it a habit of being in people's video because part of me thinks that's real cheesy. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
But because it was my song from my CD and stuff, and I wasn't going to be a prime. I just wanted to do a cameo.
You should. I would have liked to see you drop it like this. I would have loved
in some poom-poom shorts.
In some poom-pooms. Absolutely.
Well, the opportunity is gone.
No, it's not gone because there's always going to be another opportunity. I'm sure you'll put out another CD, and I'm sure we'll participate as a Warner Music Group.
Oh.
I'm always going to I'm always going to mess with you, Wendy.
I like you, Kevin. I always have.
You always have. You never brought me no drama. You got to say something every now and then about me, but that's why I love you. So it's all good. Look at it. I got it.
Don't try to slay me with kindness.
I'm not trying to slay you with kindness. I'm just trying to make it happen.
Shut up, Art. Gail King reviewed your book. She says this is a good book. I see what's going on in the back of your book. You got a lot of good people talking about you.
No, it's a blessing. I have a lot of good friends out there.
How old are your kids?
I have a 7-year-old and a 5-year-old and a 13-year-old.
Does your 13-year-old intern yet over there at the Warner Music Group? Or,
no, my 13-year-old actually lives in Atlanta with with her mother.
With your ex-wife?
No, not my ex-wife.
Wait, let's talk.
I'm just giving you when I was younger. I had a child, and her name is Kristen Lyles, and she lives in Atlanta with her mother.
Okay. And so your ex-wife, does she live here in the area?
She lives in Baltimore.
Oh, I know you're happy about that.
No, it's not. It's hard for me not to see my kids. It's hard for me not to see my kids.
Well, sure, you just
every day. Every day. It's important to see your kids and being in life. So that is the part. But like I said, and I'm telling you stuff that I don't really talk about on the air, and everybody tell you my personal life. But I vibe with you on it.
Thank you,
when you find love, and you find somebody that's an inspiration to you, like my girlfriend now, she's done so much for me, and she's got me through a lot of very difficult situations.
Did she work in the music industry?
No, not at all. Not at all. She actually used to work for the state of Maryland.
Oh, okay. Good.
So, you know what I mean?
Were you involved in the Mike Kaiser woman money scandal?
What, was I involved in it?
Yeah. Did you give money and lose money?
Yes, I did all that.
Oh, my gosh. Are you still cool with Mike Kaiser?
Mike is my man for life. Mike is man. I'm Starsky. He's Hutch.
Because he told you that he had no idea that the woman that he shared a bed with was ripping off the industry.
He had no idea. That's my man. I can vouch for him.
How you doing?
That's my man, and I can vouch for him, and I can truly say that, you know, even her, I wish her the best of luck in life. And
how much money did she steal from you?
How much money did I lose? I don't want when people stole or not. I don't want to make that claim. But, I lost a pretty penny. You know, to tell you the exact amount, it's $500,000.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did you cry?
No, it's paper.
Yeah.
I never cry. I never cry with money.
Yeah.
I never cry with money. It's not a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
It's not something I don't. I value relationships with people, like you said. You know what I mean? So I don't cry with
You've been making money for a long time. So how did you get hooked up with this Milli Vanilli thing? You were a rapper to begin with in Baltimore.
I actually wrote and performed the record. Sold 70,000 copies of the record, and it actually went on tour back then with Rob Bass and Levert, if I can remember.
Wow.
Yeah, I did it.
Well, everybody, his name is Kevin Liles. The book is From Intern to President, Make It Happen, The Hip-Hop Generation's Guide to Success. You're all right with me.
I want to be all right, and I want to give these kids something to get.
I drove yesterday to get your book. That book is fire! Yes, honey, you did it again, honey. You did it again.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
Oh, it's 107.5 WBLS. Today's R&B and Classic Soul in the Wendy Williams Experience. That damn Kevin Liles. He's a nice guy. You know me. I was looking for some confrontation. I just can't take it. The guest today, first Boris Kojo, who Boris is in the new movie, The Gospel, and you know he's married to Nicole Parker. And Boris is just like the nicest guy with no scandal. So therefore, I said, oh, gosh, let me just get through this, interview without vomiting. You know how, we love drama here on the show.
Can't squeeze blood from a stone.
No, you can. He's just a nice guy. And then this Kevin Liles, because after Boris said, I at least got Kevin Liles to get at, the video and whatnot, the women, the divorce, And I'll be damned, he came in here,
He broke you down with a smile.
He broke me down with a smile and with talk.
Yeah, he was forthcoming.
He was very forthcoming. Damn him.
Exactly.
He was ready for you.
I cannot stand forthcoming people. I love a liar.
And even when he was in the back, he was like, I know Wendy's going to tear me up. I'm ready.
Yeah.
With a smile and a laugh.
Yeah, he rehearsed.
And then he goes to me, and you got my full support for Dons and Divas extravaganza because I have no one to answer to. That's what he says to me out in the hall. And I'm like, damn. You can't get him anywhere. So well, I apologize that today 2 guests and no fights with either. I apologize. But the guests are gone, and so now it's just time to gossip about the celebrity. So we'll be doing that in just a few moments. I just wanted to talk to you a minute about LA weight loss. 1-800-448-TRIM, 1-800-448-TRIM. One of the things that I love about sushi is that it's low in calories, that it has some properties that are very good for you, and you can eat sushi on LA Weight Loss. As a matter of fact, there's no food group, and there are many foods that are not off limits on LA Weight Loss, including your little dollop of ice cream or your piece of cherry pie, your cheeseburger, mac and cheese, and it's not prepackaged, powdered. Like that, it's not astronaut food. I can't explain to you in just 60 seconds how LA weight loss works, but I can tell you this. Millions of people have lost millions of pounds. I lost 17 pounds in 3 months. I've kept the weight off for 18 months now. I still talk about LA weight loss because it truly is the best weight loss program to ever have come across. And I've been on all of them. The NutraWhat, the Dexatrin.
The lemonade,
the gum diet. That's where you chew gum when you're hungry. The cigarette and Diet Coke diet. I've been on them all over the years. I was even binging and purging at one point. That was years ago. Everything. And if I just known about LA weight loss, it would have been all good. And plus, you get a weight loss shrink. Which, do you know how valuable that is when you're trying to lose 50 pounds and you're literally turning into a different person before your people's eyes, and men are approaching you differently, and maybe you've never been used to being approached like that, and you can talk to your LA weight loss counselor about some of the stumbles and the triumphs with your weight loss. Do you know how fabulous it is that you don't have to talk to your jealous girlfriends about it, or maybe your mother and father who, baby, you always did look good with a little meat on your bones. Nobody wants to hear that, Ma. You know what I mean? This is not, the sticks of Georgia that I live in. I'm a New York City girl. You know, I want to be fit. I want to be attractive.
And wear your short skirt.
And I want to wear a short skirt. And I want to live like the Sex and the City girls. I want to live like the girlfriend girls. There's no room for a lot of weight to do that. Even Star Jones has lost weight. For God's sakes, I'm not getting gastric bypass, but I need to do something. Well, so whether it is that you have 15 pounds to lose or 115 pounds, I'm telling you, LA Weight Loss is the way to go. 1-800-448-TRIM. 1-800-448-TRIM. When I hugged Kevin Lyles goodbye, I slipped the telephone number in his suit jacket. And I'm hoping that, you know, he might decide to call. You know. Yeah. You know.
Right.
All that money and all that success, it does, you know, health and love level all playing fields. Health and love. It's not good to have all that extra. So I just slipped it into his pocket. Maybe he'll take a look. I'm not sure, but perhaps. Anyway, thank you, LA Weight Loss. Thank you so much for changing so many lives. Thank you so much for changing my life. Join WBLS at 6 a.m. on Friday at the world-famous Apollo Theater for the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Live. Damn you, Art. Live broadcast. It's free, and it's Steve. We be black like Steve. That's what he says WBLS stands for. All right, the Apollo Theater, you know where it is, 125th Street in Harlem, Saturday or Friday morning, beginning at 6:30 with the Steve Harvey Morning Show up at the Apollo Theater. Queens, the place to be is Queens tomorrow. That would be Thursday at 4 o'clock. You can join WBLS, the Bally's Total Fitness at 159-26 Jamaica Avenue. You can join for as low as $39 a month and get your Bally's Total Fitness limited edition t-shirt. And you can take the club tour of Bally's, and you can get tickets to Circle of Sisters for this weekend at the Jacob Javits Center. You see? So one visit to Bally's gets you all that stuff. Tomorrow, 4 p.m. at the Bally's Fitness Center on Jamaica Avenue, 159-26 Jamaica Avenue, okay? You can log on to WBLS.com for more information about everything that I've just spoke to you about. So the Wendy Williams Experience is in effect until 7 o'clock. Then it's Vaughn Harper and the Quiet Storm right here on 107.5 WBLS.
Time. Yo, did you catch this flashback?
Artie, you tell Miss Wendy, you're not going to run me out of town. I'm staying right here in Philadelphia, and you need to respect that. It was an embarrassment to me. And just because you're a freak, you don't have to let the whole world know it. My church friends are even listening to it now. You need to get that crap together and do what you got to do. I can understand it's your job and all that, but you have to go into detail about all that freaky stuff. How you doing? End of message.
This is it right here. Miss a day, miss a whole lot. Coming through your speakers, boy. It's Wendy, man.
Oh, ow. Hey. How you doing?
How you doing?
I was waiting for a call from, there's the phone ringing. Hey, Dark and Lovely.
What's up, baby?
You know what, everybody? I was talking to Big Daddy Kane on the red carpet just as my husband kind of spazzed out for very good reason at the VH1 Hip Hop Honors. And Kane, I'd gotten it through the grapevine that you thought for whatever reason that it was something having to do with you, which absolutely not. You know, there was something discovered business-wise while you and I were standing there talking.
Uh-huh.
And it had to be addressed right then and there.
Oh, I understand.
You understand what I'm saying?
No, I trust me. I feel you there. I feel you there, darling.
But we were in the middle of a great conversation. I just love you, Tall, Dark, and Chocolate. And you did such a great job at the Hip Hop Honors.
Thank you very much.
So, you know, I mean, your performance and Nelly's performance were probably my favorites.
I know. No, he looked just like Elle, right?
Yeah.
Crazy?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Shout out to Screwball. So, you know, you still got it. How are you that limber after all these damn years?
I mean, I knew what to do with my body parts, darling.
Legendary. So Kane, now the word is that Kanye West is interested in signing you now.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, that sounds like a nice thing, but
have you been approached by anybody?
Nah, I mean, just people, saying it as a rumor, but that's all it's been, so far. It's just talk.
Well, would you sign with Kanye or one of these, cats making it happen now?
I mean, Kanye is a great producer, and I mean, honestly, what he has to say lyrically, I think it's refreshing, to the ear, rather than, the same old stuff that, that you're used to hearing. So I definitely have a lot of respect for him as an artist, so I mean, I could see something like that happening.
Wow. So in the meantime, like when I was talking to you on the red carpet, I remember I was talking about you focusing on some acting now.
Yeah, actually, I did a film in March called Dead Heist. It's going straight to DVD though, but it'll be out beginning next year. And we're in the process of making something else happen right now that should, take place by the end of the year.
You are one of those. I can see you playing somebody dark, mysterious, and mean.
Well, in the Dead Heist joint, it's something similar to that.
Mm-hmm.
They gotta be playing like a military cat that's sent in to handle business with these here people.
Yes, is he mean?
Well, he kind of, he kind of a little off the edge,
Oh, yes.
Like in that military type of way.
Oh, yes.
Shell shock,
yes.
but he get down and handle his,
Yeah. Well, listen, back to you and your performance. Your energy is incredible. We were trying to guess your age range, and I said you're somewhere between 38 and I think I said 43. Am I right?
Nah, I just turned 37 on the 10th.
Whoa! Okay.
I just turned 37 on the 10th.
Oh, gosh. You know what? It's just because you've been around for so long, I guess people overestimate your age. But everybody really enjoyed seeing you on Hip Hop Honors. And you know what? One more thing. How's your relationship now with Biz Markie and Marley Marl?
Oh, well, me and Biz, we always been tight. And, me and Marley, we kicked it, at the show. And he actually came to my show because, I performed at B.B. King's afterwards.
Yeah.
And he performed. He came and got up on stage with me at B.B. King's.
Wow.
So me and Marley, we talk.
That's big. Hey, listen, I do these legendary Dons and Divas extravaganza parties.
Uh-huh.
I, in my mind, have tapped you to be at my Dons and Divas this year. In my mind.
You crazy.
So be expecting a phone call. Hey, listen, is that out of the question? Is that possibly doable?
Anything for you. Come on.
Oh.
Anything for you.
Oh. Say it again.
Anything for Miss Wendy Williams. She can have the world.
Ooh. I'll be in touch, Kane.
Okay, baby.
Nice talking with you, Kane.
Take care now.
Bye-bye. Yeah, everybody, we're planning on that Dons and Divas extravaganza. We haven't had one in about a year. It's always a nice party. Well turned out. Last one was the Borgata in Atlantic City. Big Daddy Kane, man. I would love to see that performance up close and personal. Yep, he still's got it. Definitely does. Shout out to Sexy Legs listening in Delaware. Raven, all right. Shout out to Tiffany, the transsexual. So Tiffany says, Wendy, I'm a transsexual, and I watched America's Next Top Model, and Corinne is not a man. Come on now. She has a structured face, but she's not a man. I can't stand when people obsess over transsexuals wondered if we got D's or V's. I think it's disgusting. It makes me sick. What's up with that? It's bad enough that transsexuals have to deal with a whole bunch of flack, but it's even worse when people are more concerned about someone's genitalia. To me, that's just perverted and sick. I suggest all people get off our D's. And Wendy, I love you so much, but girl, please be more careful when you talk about trannies. We don't want to be degraded or made fun of anymore. And the word tranny is a word I think is offensive. But whatever, all I know is if someone insults me, I tell them to get off my D and worry about their own. That's from Tiffany. Okay, Tiff, I'm sorry. Well, Tiffany's a transsexual. And Tiffany says that it didn't look to her that like Corinne from America's Next Top Model is a transsexual or a woman in drag or what have you. Now, America's Next Top Model comes on tonight, so you get your second look. Jennifer Aniston is turning towards Buddhism. No, it's not Buddhism. Actually, she's turned towards Gandhi, the Indian spiritual leader, to... That would not be Buddhism. What would that be called, Goose? Hinduism, that's it. That's who she's turned to help her move on with her life. Okay. Dear Wendy, I just want to tell you that I'm in the listening audience, and Little Kim's new CD, The Naked Truth, is her best. She really is a talented woman, and that's from a guy named Jimmy Page, listening in Atlanta. Naomi Campbell, everybody, had a massive temper tantrum the other day. Apparently, her bags were lost, and inside the bags, 70 designer dresses, 20 pairs of shoes. She's 35 years old, and she went off. She was on a flight taking her to Bogota, Colombia, and one of the local journalists says she flew into a rage, even cursing the Colombians, and in one of her world-famous trots, wanted to return to New York, where she had just been flown from. Yeah, well... Columbia Media ignored her request not to quiz her about her friend Kate Moss's cocaine problem. They asked her about that also. Well, not for nothing. If you lost a designer bag filled with 70 designer dresses and 20 shoes, that would be a reason to go off on everybody and to say, you know what? I don't even want to be, I just want to go back home. To take me back home, Anyway, the phone lines are open. I feel a little bit disconnected from you all. We've had the guests and then advice hour, and we haven't really gossiped and keyed together. So, the phone lines are open. 866-GET-WENDY. Come on now. Give me a call.
It's Wendy, man.
George Bush doesn't care about black people. And George Bush doesn't care about
Wendy Williams. The Wendy Williams. Yo, did you catch this flashback?
Hey, Wendy.
Hey, sir.
Listen, I'm a foster child. Let me start out by saying that. I'm 32 years old. I've been with my girl for 8 months.
Uh-huh.
I never met her parents. Never met her family. I met them last night. Her mother is my birth mother.
Shut up. Because if this was a fact, I wouldn't read it. I think you were lying.
No, I'm not.
Okay, so in other words, you all are half brother and sister. Have you had sex with her?
Yes.
Oh,
exactly.
Look, did she go down and give you a professional?
Come on, Wendy, yes.
Oh, my God. You got beat off by your sister. Yo, did you go down on her?
Yes.
Oh, Lord. You've been with her for 8 months. That's a lot of sex.
Yes.
Oh, damn. So what is your question to me?
I don't know, man.
It's a rap, you freak.
Got him. This it right here. Miss a day, miss a whole lot. Coming through your speakers, boy. It's Wendy, man.
Yeah, everybody, it's the Wendy Williams Experience. Thank you so much for being here today. So, Demi Moore and Ashton got married over the weekend, and Ashton is a twin, and the twin brother was not invited to the wedding. And people are saying, well, first of all, Ashton's mother and father were there, and so was his sister, Torsha, but his twin brother was not there. So the word is that it's Demi who can't stand Ashton's family and what they represent. People are saying that Demi feels that Ashton's family is working class, uneducated, not sophisticated enough. At one point, Michael, the twin brother, and his ex-wife Melissa had to go on welfare to get food for their family and their son, and they feel like Demi looked down on them and so on and so forth. I don't know. I mean, to snub off a sibling is one thing, because you can't choose your siblings. I mean, I couldn't do that to one of mine, but, I can see where somebody, just wants to, disown a sibling. However, to snub off a twin, that's a very part of you. Demi, you better watch who you're married to. I think snubbing off a twin might be deeper than snubbing off your very own mother. And I'm not a twin, but I just see that bond as just being so, like you snub your twin. How you treat your twin is how you treat
yourself.
Yeah.
Maybe he was influenced.
Maybe he was influenced by what? Demi?
By Demi, yeah.
That's what I'm saying, though.
Yeah.
That shouldn't be a bond that should have influence.
Yeah.
Not like that. The wedding. It's not like Ashton's asking Michael to move in with them or anything crazy like that. Inviting him to the wedding.
But you said that when you get your new family, you're supposed to
Yeah, you are supposed to put them first. Yeah. But the wedding is the threshold of getting the new family, and that's your twin. That's not just any old brother or sister. That's not just a plain old sibling. Because I can see acts in a sibling, if they don't act right. Hell, in some cases, I can see acts in a mother or father if they don't act right.
Yeah.
But a twin, whoever that twin is, there's a piece of that that's you. So if Michael's a bank robber or whatever, Demi better watch out. Because Ashton's got that killer streak. Or something. Yeah. And this doesn't say that Michael's a bank robber. I'm just saying, like twin, to me, that's the ultimate bond. That's a bond over mother, son, sibling.
Like a part of you.
Yes.
Yeah. It's like me. I'm a twin.
Exactly.
Identical.
It doesn't matter. He came out of the coochie at the same time.
Oh.
No.
No, fraternal.
Trev Hollywood is a twin. He's got a twin sister.
And my younger brother, sister, twins too.
And the younger brother, so twins run all up in his family.
You got a twin sister?
Yeah.
Could you ever get married and not invite your twin sister to your wedding?
No.
Wow.
Not invite my own twin?
Yes, exactly.
Who did that?
Jimmy Moore didn't invite his twin brother Michael to Ashton Kutcher didn't invite his brother Michael to he and Demi's wedding over the weekend.
Why not?
I don't know why not, but the point is you're a twin. There shouldn't be a why not.
Right.
Hollywood, if you told me that your sister's an axe murderer, I would accuse you of being an axe murderer too, because that's your twin. That's not like any old.
No, but usually twins are usually night and day. Usually one is completely the opposite.
Oh. Well, do tell.
Oh.
Well, what part of the dark side do you represent?
Easy.
Like, is your sister different than you?
Yeah, she's a complete opposite. She's up in Lily White, what's that place? Up near Martha's Vineyard? I mean, not Martha's Vineyard, Cape Cod.
Wow.
Here I am in the most ghetto operation.
Wow, yeah.
Easy.
But you like white women.
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, I like black women.
Oh.
She like white men.
But Ashton's twin is mentally challenged.
Yeah, Ashton's twin is mentally challenged.
So that means he's retarded.
No, see, I like black women. She like white men. So you see what I mean?
I'm not listening to art.
Sorry.
Dumbass.
Come on, I do comedy tonight. I gotta get warmed up.
So is there somewhere that you're going to say Demi blames Michael for her miscarriage?
Oh, I didn't think about that. Oh, wow. Then with a baby with 3 eyes.
We're going straight to her.
four toes.
Here we go again.
I'm sorry.
Do we have time to go to the phone, Goose, at all? Hello? What, do we? No? Damn. Tori Spelling slut. Ooh. You're a friend in my head, but I can't believe that you were involved. I didn't realize that Dean McDermott was a married man when you were cheating on your husband with him on the set of the movie that you were making together. But now Dean McDermott's wife is talking out, blasting Tori for stealing her husband. She apparently is a Canadian movie star. The wife, Mary Jo is her name. And she says that Tori Spelling stole her husband, the actor Dean McDermott, right from under her nose. She says, I've lost Dean, and now I may lose my baby girl. Tori is 32, and Dean is 38. As you know, Tori just announced the divorce of her marital situation. She announced that last week. Well, Mary Jo says that, having a family was her dream. Mary Jo's 44. And her husband, Dean, is 38, like I just told you. And they adopted a little girl named Lola. And they have a 2.5-month-old child right now. Oh, excuse me, Lola is the 2.5-month-old. They also have a 7-year-old that is biological, a boy named Jack. But this is what the wife's quote is. He told me I'm in love with Tori, and I wanted to vomit. Can you imagine the audacity of a man coming home to his family and just making the announcement as if the truth somehow is going to make things better? I'm in love with Tori Spelling. Well, he filed for divorce 5 days later after 12 years of marriage. And it wasn't until September 10th that Tori finally came clean to her husband about it, because Tori knew that this story was about to be printed in the National Enquirer, along with a bunch of sordid pictures of she and Dean cavorting all over a couch at a wrap party for a movie they were working on together. Wow. Hey, Tori, ain't no good gonna come to you. Pat O'Brien is out, and they're plotting on Kathy Lee Gifford taking his position on The Insider, because The Insider has lost its women viewership. Like, women still look at him as a hoe and a harlot, Pat O'Brien. And they still can't get over it. And even though we love, the gossipy type shows and everything, I don't know about you, but you know what? I've fallen into the line with everybody else. I don't watch The Insider. Whenever I'm staying behind work a little bit, or, I get home a little bit early or whatever, I watch everything but The Insider. It makes me vomit to look at Pat O'Brien. A, because he's such a disgusting slut. B, because white America perpetuates white men being able to F up all the time and come back and reclaim their crown. That's not going to happen to a black anything, man or woman. And I'm glad what happened to Kate Morse happened, because that at least, I'm sorry. White people, I'm sorry. But we get, okay, I'm not speaking for all the black people, I'll speak for me. I get angry at stuff like that. So yeah, that's good for Kate Moss and her cocaine doing ass. She got caught out there with the, you know what I'm saying? And now she's losing her accounts left and right. No, that's not the sisterhood. This is black versus white in terms of what would happen to a black person and what always ends up happening to white people. They always end up getting saved, positioned back, better than ever, shiny like a brand new penny. So good, Kathy Lee. That's good. I'm pumping my fist for the sisterhood. Yes. And also because a white man in America is going to feel it. He's going to feel it. And the Black Girl Radio Show, by the way, was the first to play the tapes. Thank you. But good. I'm glad something's happening to Pat O'Brien. I can't stomach looking at him. And you know what? It's more so that he's saved, he's back on his perch, than that he's slutty. You know what I mean? Like, damn. You know, if that happened to Byron Allen or something, say Byron Allen was the host of The Insider, and he got caught, let's get some drugs and do some coke, and the six go, wow, let's just get crazy with it. Let's just do coke and get some drugs, and you don't know what I want to do to you. Oh, you don't know what I want to do to you. Let's just get wild and crazy. What? They would have fired that splaboo immediately. Immediately. What? Go to rehab and come out and reclaim your job? What? That's good. Good, they're going to fire him. I hope they go through with it. Kathy Lee's 52 years old. Women love her. They love her because her slutty husband had, that affair with that slut. And that slut told it to the whole world, sold her story, And Kathy Lee, you might not have liked her, but gosh, there wasn't a woman in the country, I don't think, who didn't feel her pain in some way, shape, or form. That's right. They say Pat O'Brien is a strong personality and he's good on the show, but his actions off the show may have turned off women viewers. And that's where Kathy Lee comes in. Kathy Lee's a strong personality and reputation is squeaky clean, and women love her. She'd been on Regis and Kathy Lee for 15 years. She decided to quit thinking her career was going to go better. I think she's been punished long enough. That career went absolutely nowhere. I wouldn't mind seeing Kathy Lee back on television. Certainly not in the Regis and Kelly position, because Kelly's come in and she's doing a fine job. So find a new lane, Kathy Lee. And I think you found it. I've never seen you do your field correspondence work on The Insider because I can't stomach watching Pat O'Brien. But if you just get him kicked off the show, I'll be there. She doesn't even realize they say that the bosses are looking at her, rocking and wringing their hands, saying, oh, Kathy Lee would be perfect for the Pat O'Brien role. Knowing Kathy Lee, she does, and she's the one who planted the story right here, by the way, in the National Star. Oh, gosh, I just hate... Ooh, the American Music Awards are about to come on TV. Tuesday, November 22nd. Mariah Carey's going to be on there. We're going to see her shake it off. Standing in the same position.
Yeah.
Bending her knees.
She does it well.
And pooching her booty out. Shake it off. Ooh, flittering your hand with the butterfly ring. Ooh. I love when she performs. The Black Eyed Peas are supposed to be performing at the MTV Euro Music Awards. That's about to go down. Bo Bryson and his wife just had a baby. September 24th. That's your American Idol. You know who just got a whole lot of money? Here's another man who thinks that he can just, treat women any kind of way and get away with it. That old fart Bob Barker. So what? He's 81 years old. Take him through it, take him to court, and take his money. I always believed that he was a sexual harassing, lecherous, hiding behind that powdered wig and those spay and neuter cats on that damn show. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, with that spray tan. I always believed that he was a predator. When I first heard about it, I was like, I can see it right now. Trying to hide behind age, wisdom, and old Hollywood. You know how they do that. Oh, it's real easy to believe that a young guy like, a Danny Bonaducci or
Yeah.
a Topher Grace could, I'm not saying Topher was in that category, but you know what I'm saying? But for some reason, because he's old as Methuselah with that powdered hair, we're supposed to believe that he would never say, "Hey, baby, let's get it on." Well, he did. And guess what? The Barker beauty Holly Holstrom won $3 million because of it. That's right. That's right. No, not the black girl. The black girl probably took the, sometimes people fall short because they take that settlement too quickly.
She took a pedicure.
I'm gonna tell you the rest of this story, but this old fart Barker had to part with $3 million from one of those Barker beauties.
It's Wendy, man.
I have a boyfriend, and I've been with him for maybe a little over 3 years, and he's just now telling me that he has a child out there somewhere that may be like 5 or 6 years old.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
Hey, listen up, everybody. This is Steve Harvey, and the time is now. I am coming to Harlem. That's right, the Steve Harvey Morning Show, and WBLS will be broadcasting live from the world-famous Apollo Theater in Harlem, New York, this Friday, September 30th, from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m., and we'll be holding auditions during the broadcast for the theater's famed amateur night competition, and the winner will be chosen by me, the audience, and the official Apollo judges. The winner is going to appear on the national television show, Showtime at the Apollo. We're going to start signing people up at 5:30 a.m. who want to participate, so make sure you get there. It's on a first-come, first-served basis. Everybody won't be able to perform before 10, but we'll do as many as we can on Friday, September 30th. Don't miss me, man. Oh, God, I'm coming back to Harlem.
Special thanks to Sylvia's Restaurant, proud to provide 4-year scholarships to Harlem students in the community with 107.5 WBLS.
Hey. Hey, everybody, it's the Wendy Williams Experience. Don't forget the place to be later on tonight is the Wendy Williams Comedy Experience at the Laugh Factory, 8th Avenue and 42nd Street in Times Square. The parking is right next door. It's a few steps away from the parking lot. Oh, it's like, whoa, whoa. And shout out to Capone, the gangsta of comedy. Shout out to Artie Life of the Party. Shout out to Ken Black. And shout out to the smattering of other comedians that will show up tonight and do their thing. Each week, the comedians change. There's the band of regulars. It's me, Artie, Capone, and Ken Black. And then there are about maybe 4 or 5 other comedians that show up and just tell their jokes, and super talented people. Sometimes you might get somebody who sucks, and I got the red light right over there where I sit. So I press the red light, and then the light goes on in the back, and that means, wind it up, get off the stage. But it's all fun, and there's food, and there's drink, and it's like, whoa, whoa. All right, give me some information about WBLS. Oh, Circle of Sisters. I did want to let you guys know. Look, I got my information right here regarding Circle of Sisters. I'm going to be there on Saturday. Hold on. What? It's like, whoa, whoa. Here we go. Okay. Saturday and Sunday, the Circle of Sisters at the Jacob Javits Center. I would love to see you there. My radio station, we've put in a lot of work to make this thing happen. It is the 2-day extravaganza uniting women of color. And from 11 a.m. to 12 noon on Saturday, you can be in on a seminar called Careers for Success. The seminar is going to give you an insightful look on basics like how to dress for success, how to prepare for an interview, and how to close the deal. Some of the people on the panel will include B. Smith, who's an entrepreneur. She's the Black Martha Stewart, that in a nutshell. Lloyd Boston, who's a fabulous style guy. He's on TV. He's a best-selling author. And Lloyd Boston knows fashion. He knows how to guide you through your dress for success look. Nadine Thompson is the president and founder of Warm Spirit, and she'll be on that panel. Also, Vicki Oliver, the author of 301 Smart Answers to Tough Interview Questions. You see what you're going to get at Circle of Sisters? Oh, it's going to be great. There's fashion shows, and later on in the day, there's a book party with best-selling authors Elin Harris, Donna Mitchell Hicks, Corinne Steffens, Superhead. Rita Ewing, whose new book Brick House is in stores. Dr. Grace Cornish, who does the book 10 Good Choices That Empower Black Women's Lives. Dr. Grace, you know her from the Wendy Williams Experience Show. There are approximately 10 authors who will be signing copies of their books during the book parties. And I'll be there. You know what? I'll be there milling around during the day. I want to check out the It Takes a Village discussion. It's going to be the discussion dealing with child rearing, family unity, peer pressure, and whatnot facing today's children. And Jamila Shabazz is going to be on that. And also Malik Shabazz, who's the grandson of Malcolm X and Dr. Betty, or Malcolm X and Dr. Betty Shabazz. And there's just a bunch of stuff. Ray Chu and the crew on Saturday, and also Saturday from 6 to 7 is the relationship seminar. Then on Sunday, How to Live Your Life to the Fullest. Bring out the millionaire in you. That seminar is from 1 to 2. And then from 2 to 3, the Circle of Sisters fashion show. I think Art's going to be hosting that. I'm not sure. I think they have him tapped to host that. Yeah, well, Artie loves fashion. And then from 4 to 5 on Sundays, the Women's Retreat. How to deal with domestic violence, living with AIDS, emotional stress, financial assistance. Yes, ladies, yes. This would be the theme for that particular seminar. Women's Retreat. Then from 6 to 8 p.m., the Circle of Sisters Gospel Concert. That's going to be good. With Reverend Dr. Darcel Holloway, who does the Amazing Grace Sunday morning gospel program here on WBLS. So as you can see, it's going to be 2 great days. I don't know when the rest of my radio family is going to be there, Champagne and them, but I can tell you I'll be there on Saturday afternoon. So, so far my babysitter has canceled on me, so I might be there, with him. So, gosh, exactly. I know. Babysitter canceled. Wendy, I heard you talking about me on the radio yesterday. I won't be able to do it. I have store hours. I was like, all right. I'll figure something out. Damn. Anyway, so it's trials and tribulations of the working woman, right? It won't be the first, and I'm definitely not the last. All right, look, let's continue on. All right. Oh, LA Weight Loss, 1-800-448-TRIM, 1-800-448-TRIM. Every day I start the day with a 1.5 liter bottle of bottled water. And I time myself by the time I get back from and now I eat a hard-boiled egg in the morning, including the yolk. Whatever. The yolk is the best part, honey. The yolk is so good. I actually bite the white off. I have a ritual in how I eat it. I bite the top of the white off, the pointiest part of the egg, and then I put the yolk on the napkin. I eat the rest of the white. I go on about my business, and I come back to the yolk because it is something to be savored and to be marinated. And when I eat it, I close my eyes and they roll in the back of my head. I love an egg yolk. So I start the day off with a hard-boiled egg and my bottle of water. Then I take my child to school. I come back, and then it's time to go to the bathroom. I'm in the bathroom for like 5 hours. Well, a lot of water. Wow. And I have to say that's a good habit that I had before LA Weight Loss. And that is one that they will tell you, please drink your water on LA Weight Loss. There is no food group off limits. You definitely need to start your morning with some sort of breakfast to keep your metabolism going. You'll find that what you're doing is grazing and eating all day long from sun up to sundown on LA Weight Loss. You are never hungry. It is not prepackaged food. You can mix their food, not their food because they don't have food. You can mix the LA Weight Loss program with great things like lean cuisine, food from the Red Lobster, food from McDonald's, food from the Olive Garden or wherever it is, your grandma's house, food, real food. It's LA Weight Loss. It's a real weight loss program for real people. Call 1-800-448-TRIM, 1-800-448-TRIM. Are you like me? You're not big on going to the gym? Yeah, well, it's not nice to admit, but hey, and they always say, how are you going to lose weight without going to the gym? I lost my 17 pounds. And I didn't pop any pills because I have thyroid disease. So, I can't do all that. 1-800-448-TRIM. Find out what I know. Find out what millions of people know. LA weight loss works. 1-800-448-TRIM. This hour of the Wendy Williams Experience is being brought to you by Royal Caribbean Cruises. Vaughn Harper's up at 7 with the Quiet Storm, and it's 107.5 now. WBLS.
What's up? This is Brenda K-Star. How you doing? Okay. How you doing? Oh, like a question? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? What's up? This is Brenda K-Star. How you doing? I don't understand. Say it again.
How you doing?
Huh?
How you doing?
How you doing? How you doing? I don't know how to do that. Say it again. How you doing? How you doing? It's like a question? Yeah, like a question. Okay. What's up? This is Brenda K-Star. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing?
So funny. I just did a cartwheel in the hall. And, well, I was feeling really giddy. And I was running back from the bathroom. And nobody was around. And the floor looked relatively clean. Plus, I got my Purell in here. And I went for it. I kicked down the Jennifer Lopez picture, though. So we'll need to clean up in aisle 2. There's shattered glass everywhere. And a big footprint on the wall. But I survived. Woo, everybody. I'm so glad you guys are here today, the Wendy Williams Experience. We're about to get out of here, too. But I want to thank Big Daddy Kane for calling in. I want to thank Boris Kojo for coming in. Boris has his new movie, The Gospel, which opens up on October 7th. And he's got his 6-month-old baby girl, Sophia, and his beautiful wife, Nicole Irie Parker. I think she dropped the Irie, so it's Nicole Parker. And she's been on the show before also. I like both of them. And a special thanks to our literary guest, Kevin Lyles. Kevin's got his new book out, From Intern to President, Make It Happen. The Hip Hop Generation's Guide to Success. That's the Kevin Lyles book. The reason that you're not hearing the moo, Kevin, is because Arthur has been missing in action for the past 45 minutes. Where's Art? Did he go home? Why is he always disappearing in the middle of the show? Looking for a raise, I take it. So I was telling you about Holly Hallstrom from the Bob Barker Price is Right. So she had been in her lawsuit. She filed her lawsuit. Can somebody put on some headphones and listen to what's going on the air? There are 2 different songs going on. What is going on? Yeah, that one. The Price is Right. No, Shaylin, you were right on the buttons. It's Goose who's dead wrong. Goose, what are you doing?
I just go back.
From where?
You don't know. No, you don't want to know.
Where's Art? Was Art where you were?
No.
Oh, yeah. What were you and Art doing in the other room? Anyway, 10 years of bitter struggle with Bob Barker, who's now 81 years old. And this Holly Hallstrom is now 52 years old. And it has been a mess, this lawsuit. Now, you know, Bob Barker, his old ass, he's had at least 6 of these Barker beauties file these sexual... Where have you been, Art? 45 minutes you've been gone.
It wasn't 45 minutes. Was it?
Yes.
I was handling question mark business. You know how it is.
And then Goose disappeared, and I got nervous. Oh. Yes, exactly.
Yeah. How you doing?
The lawsuit is finally settled. She won a staggering $3 million plus legal fees and whatnot from Bob and his nasty fingers. Her attorney says this: the check is in the bank. We went through hell on this, but in the end, they had to cough up the money. Yeah, sexual harassment, the same thing he's been accused for years. No. And a lot of these girls just get paid off on the quick, and then that's it. Earlier in his sexual harassment career. Bob Barker used to blow it off using his age as part of the crutch. You know, like, oh, what do I want with that? I just care about my wife. You know, his wife passed away, but his wife, you know, he and his wife were married for like 50 years. So, you know, he's got a track record of one love, you know, and he's got his cats, you know, spay and neuter your cats, he says at the end of the show and whatnot. But Holly went bankrupt trying to fight this lawsuit. She lost everything. She lost her house, her car, a condo in Utah, everything. She had no place to live at one point. And one night she goes to bed penniless and wakes up the next morning a multimillionaire. And this is what she says. Every time we went to court, it was Nick, my attorney. I was at one table with Nick, and Bob was at the other table with 12 lawyers. But I had no choice but to keep fighting. Back in 1990, that's when Diane Parkinson launched her lawsuit. And a bunch of, anyway, good. I'm glad you won. Good.
Do you still get up at 81?
The lawsuits were launched when he was in his 50s and 60s. You know what I mean? I mean, he's 81 now. Excuse me, when he's in his 60s and 70s. You know, so maybe, I don't know. I'm assuming that you can do something at 81. Listen, sexual harassment is not about getting it up. Sexual harassment is about a pat on the behind, a long lingering stare, you know. Yeah. And sometimes older men can be the worst culprits of this because they hide behind their age as, you know, I'm not doing anything. Look how she dresses. You need to be questioning her. You know. Chelsea Clinton's best friend now is Tara Reid. Oh. So you know where that's going. Yeah. Well, it's time to go. Damn. Well, I love you all for listening today. I appreciate you all being here riding out. And God willing, we'll all be back here again tomorrow. Take care of one another. Bye-bye.
Peace party, people. See you later. I'm saying bye-bye.
Good night. Program complete.
Hey, everybody. Keep it where you got it. The bonus hour of the Wendy Williams Experience is next on 107.5 WBLS.
107.5 WBLS, New York.
Let's take some calls from the request line. Caller number one.
Earlier today, she talked to radio host Wendy Williams.
Dateline's Hoda Kotb talks with New York radio DJ Wendy Williams.
Earlier this year on Wendy Williams' New York radio show. Wendy Williams is a national syndicated radio personality.
Jimmy's guest tonight, Wendy Williams.
Why is Wendy Williams fast becoming the queen of all media?
She's made her mark making celebrities extremely uncomfortable on her popular New York radio show. She's got a TV show on VH1. Please welcome troublemaker Wendy Williams.
Oh, my Lord, am I ready for this day? That was the most erratic, weird interview I'd ever heard.
The Wendy Williams Experience. Since you've been listening this far, we're going to throw in a little bonus hour. You ready?
How long is this bonus hour gonna last? I'm getting addicted.
No, let me tell you. I love this extra hour.
Everything is organic here on the bonus hour.
Yeah, baby. Hey, yo, check this out. It's Wendy, man.
Here it is.
It's the bonus hour on the Wendy Williams Experience.
107.5 WBLS, New York.
Andrea in Brooklyn's listening. So Andrea says, Boris Cujo is one undeniably handsome man. There isn't a woman alive that could resist his sexy, smoldering eyes. He and Nicole make a wonderful couple together. What car did he say is tank-like? Anyway, I love the show. You and Artie keep me laughing. He drives a G-Wagon. And we were talking about how they're tank-like. Yeah, they are just a stunning-looking couple. And, you know, one of those kind of situations where you just can't deny their freshness. I mean, they got their mess together. Nothing gay about him either. I never heard about her being a hoe, you know, when she was a single woman, or him being a hoe. Boris was here earlier, you all. He's got a new movie that opens up on October 7th called The Gospel. So I see that Bob Johnson's ex-wife married the divorce lawyer. Isn't that a fabulous scheme? Get me what I need. I'll marry you on the flip side. At the very least, I'll slay you on the flip side. You know, you can have a piece of this. Just get me what I need. And then this is Lady C in Jersey City says, Wendy, take a look at page 10 of the Daily News. Where's the Daily News? I haven't even seen the newspaper together. Shopping around all morning with Art. I just don't like to pay for parking, that's all. I'm a little embarrassed to ask anybody else. I would have asked somebody else to come along, Art. Right. But my reasoning for you coming along, and you're such a good car buddy. You sit with your stupid gadgets and,
Yeah, I don't mind sitting.
Yeah.
I support.
Other people, though, I think would want to come in.
Oh.
Like if I said, Shaylin, can you come along? Or, even Nicole or something like that.
Yeah.
Because they're women and we don't want to sit in the car and we're not that big.
I'm not big on shopping.
Yeah. You don't want sitting in the car?
I know. I'd rather sit in the car.
I love sitting in the car. Yeah. I love that. I can sit in the car for hours. I always have a book with me. I always have a plethora of magazines. Always. So sitting to me and waiting, whether it's in a doctor's office in a waiting room, the only thing that stops me from makes me antsy is if I have a next appointment to go to, and so I've purposely been on time for this one or whatever. But the idea of sitting and waiting in solitude, I love that. I get some of my best work done.
I like sitting in your cars because you have nice stereo systems.
Yeah, but I never get in the car and hear you blasting them.
Because you don't be in the car, you're shopping. And then when I see you, I turn it down. Back in the day with your mom, I'll be jamming in your truck.
Oh. So I tell Art, I get to the city today, 10 o'clock in the morning, because I figure, I'll have, like 3.5 hours to, putz around the city. And it's great because if you have a car sitter, then you don't have to pay somewhere between $25 and $40 to park your car. I mean, by the time you shop at like 4 different places, I wanted to go to DVF downtown. I went to Darrell K and, some other places. By the time you pay and then you walk and, all like that, the fun of the shopping is done because you realize that you've paid $150 in parking and you just can't stop and look in the window or stop and go inside and see what you don't need and then come back out. So you feel obligated to have to buy something because your car's already in the garage. You're already paying to park. So there's certain days that I actually plan. I map out my route. Art, I was very organized. Art, hold this piece of paper. All right, tell me what the address is. Tell me the telephone number, whatever. Or which way do I turn here? I get mixed up when you get down to Bond and Lafayette and all downtown. And I get very confused. If I hopped in a cab and did it, it would be a fortune also. So I just get a car sitter. And Art is the perfect car sitter. He sits with his headphones on. He doesn't talk to you. I can still talk on the phone and, conduct my... And every once in a while, say something to him. And
I listen.
just to make him feel as though his presence is welcomed. Yeah. But mostly it's so that I don't have to park. You should try that next time you shop around the city.
You just call me.
A car buddy. Call Art. He'll sit. So this person, Lady C in Jersey City, I say all that to say I didn't read any newspapers today. I slid into work at the last minute. I'll catch up on what's going on tonight, though. After the comedy club.
Yeah, because your night just was starting. So.
Oh, yeah, no, I'll be fine. I'll catch wind of that fall air outside. You think you could sit one more time?
Of course.
Right after the show. Look, I'll drive you over to Laugh Factory. Just sit in the car while I run into H&M.
Oh, come on, please.
All right. That's good. That's good sightseeing, too. 54th Street and Madison
Isn't that
Avenue.
Walking distance, though? Yeah.
Is it what?
Isn't that good? It's a good walking distance right there. We can walk there.
Please. Wendy, page 10 of the Daily News. What the hell is this about? Marry your baby daddy day. Why? Must I have to open up the newspaper while I should be at work, I might add, and see this nonsense and see Miss Lakima White all smiling with a large tattoo on her arm because her baby's daddy obviously needed to win a contest to finally marry her. Why do my people need to always do stupid ish and get it in the paper? And you know the media eats this ish up, right? Oh, yeah, this will probably be covered tonight on the UPN 9 News. The lady in charge of Marry Your Baby Daddy's Day, though, Lady C, was on your favorite radio program about 4 days ago, like one day last week, I think. I know some listeners will say at least they're getting married, but why do I somehow feel this is another thing that the media is using to continue to feed into stereotypes that men of color and women of color about women of color? Please give me your feedback because I know it will be something worth hearing. Well, I was asked to actually participate in that day, and I declined. I said, she can come on the show and talk about the day, but I don't want to participate in the ceremony and all that. I kind of feel like you felt. And with all due respect to the young lady who had the Marry Your Baby Daddy's Day, she's also pitching a book. The book sounds really interesting. Marry Your Baby's Daddy. I forgot what the book is about. But she was in here pitching it. It's something like, they're three sisters. And they stand to inherit a few $1 million. But they have to be married by a certain point. Or married, there was something like that, a goal that they had to achieve in terms of marriage. But I declined participating because I felt as though there was something awfully ghetto about the theme of the day. So I didn't. But I invited her up here to, talk about it in case you all wanted to enter the contest or read the book. I'm not a hater. I just felt like I didn't want to be on the steps of City Hall with a lady with a big tattoo and a man who had to be forced to marry her through a media event. That was my opinion on it. I rejected being a part of it. Shout out to everybody who works at the Yonkers Division of Motor Vehicles. Goose was up there spying on you all earlier today. Now, do you tell them that you work at WBLS, or you just start asking questions?
I came in and I heard BLS on. And they were listening to BLS, and so I asked the lady, I said, do you listen to the Wendy Williams Experience? And she says, shh, God, we love Wendy, we love to, but they turn us off.
Yeah. And so Goose was telling me that they turned the radio off at 2 o'clock because people will pay more attention to the radio program than getting you all's licenses situated correctly.
Yeah, so I told her if she got to keep it on, I'd have you shout them out.
You got that much juice already? I'll have her shout. I'll just have her do it.
Business. I'm a businessman.
Oh, were they throwing any business this way?
He was up there getting the vehicles re-registered. Yeah. Do you have to wait in line when you work at WBLS? I mean, not work at BLS, everybody. But I'm talking about when you have the BLS vehicle. Like Mr. Sutton doesn't send you up there with the big Splaboo pass?
They get tickets. Everybody. No. Everybody's got to wait in line.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. You go, you get a ticket.
Wow. Yeah. So how long was the wait?
Today was, it was cool today, actually. There were not many.
20 hours, 3 hours?
1 hour. Less than an hour.
Did you have your reading material?
No. I just go in there. They've got this advertisement thing running. You can read that.
Oh.
Yeah. A lot of people know how to make money, man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a captive audience, then, motor vehicles.
Oh, yeah.
Who saw the BET Comedy Awards last night? I didn't even see it.
I'm so proud of it.
I was out. I'd gone to a really nice champagne reception at the Louis Vuitton store on 57th Street. I didn't know anybody there, but it was nice. I went with Nicole. We had 3 glasses of champagne, enough to giggle, mingle. She ate foie gras for the first time. It was very funny to see how she was going to get rid of it. She hated it. She didn't want anything. And I was going out for dinner afterwards, so I was chewing gum so that I wouldn't eat anything. I didn't want to ruin my meal that was about to come. So I said, go ahead, Nicole, it's foie gras. That's fancy. It's rich people eat that.
Oh, goose liver.
Yeah, exactly. So I said, it's going to be all buttery and delicious. And I thought maybe I'd turn her on to something new, Art. So then when we order our, rounds of pate here at the show, maybe she would want in.
Right.
She hated it.
What?
She took it, though. I said, Nicole, please don't spit it out in the napkin. Everybody's watching. I was the tallest one in there. That was the main attraction.
Right,
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Crazy.
And just by association, she couldn't, it's not that they necessarily knew who I was just tall.
Right.
Why whenever I walk into those types of stores that sell the European cuts that I clearly can't fit into? I'm only good for a handbag at places like that. The shoes are too narrow. The clothes are too small. I always feel like Godzilla. Bum, 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 bum. Exactly. When they open the door. Welcome to the store. I always feel like the salespeople are like, what the hell is she doing in here? What's she going to buy? It fits her. Well, they say, this is somebody who's weighing in. They say, overall, the show was good. Cheryl Underwood stole the show with her raw, natural flow, along with Cat Williams. How you doing? Straight hair and leopard suit. The few things that were kind of disturbing was that the N-word was thrown around like they didn't even know it was on TV. Just like the words bling, bling are now mainstream, the N-word will, too, become mainstream. Until white people use it, then no one will be laughing. Last but not least, Paul Mooney. Yes. A lot of S's. How you doing? Don't do it. No one talks about the boss, Diana Ross. It was really crude and tactless with Tracy in the audience. I applaud Steve Harvey for standing up like a man and not letting that ish go. I don't know. I mean, on one hand, I applaud Steve for standing up, but on the other hand, how are you going to get in the way of somebody else's material? Comedy is comedy. It's just comedy. Tracy Ellis Ross is a grown woman.
And a comedian herself.
Exactly. If you remember, she was on that MTV show. Yeah. So, when you put yourself in the line of fire and when you're part of the comedy, that's like walking into a comedy club and sitting in the front row and being upset when you're made fun of. You're sitting right in the front row.
That's why no one ever wants to sit in the front row at the Laugh Factory.
Oh yeah, Shaylin helps seat people at the Laugh Factory.
And this makes my job hard. They always think I'm setting them up. No one ever wants to sit in the first row.
Yeah, but you do try to set them up, don't you? You try to put the people with the funniest situations.
Not really. No.
Yeah, the front row ends up becoming just a place where the comedians set their drinks sometimes, because no one wants to sit there and get it.
They get a good view of you, though.
At the front row?
Yeah, they get a nice up-close personal view of you. So, that's a good thing. But, once Capone get on stage, oh, man.
Yeah, because I don't make fun of the people. They know they're pretty safe with me.
Yeah. I don't either, because I don't want to get jumped.
We're all going to the Laugh Factory after this. They say Lisa Marie Presley is marrying a man again. I have no idea. I know husband number 1 was Danny Keough. Michael Jackson's number 2. Nicolas Cage number 3, and she's about to go in for number 4. Dear Wendy, I've been married for 5.5 years, but we've been together for 18.5 years, and we have 3 children. I've been seeing someone for 5 years, a beautiful man, 11 years younger than I. Wait a minute, you've been married for 5.5? Oh, but together for 18. Oh, well, see, that's the problem. Okay. A beautiful man, 11 years younger than me. He is wonderful. We are in love. He's as interesting today as the day that we met. We walk through Fort Greene Park. People tell us what a nice looking couple we are, what a great aura we have. Wendy, we are on fire. Wendy, the sex is off the hook. Okay, he is beautiful and he can cook. And he works all of which are things that my now ex-husband doesn't do. My ex-husband, and I still live under the same roof with our children. We're not intimate, can't stand him, as a matter of fact. But I don't want to put him out. The kids need and love him, but I do not. What am I going to do? I want to be with my boyfriend, my babe of 5 years. He's completely in love with me, and he completes me as a woman. He is my all, but my kids don't need a stepfather. I guess I'm afraid to yada. Move into a 2-family house. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what your living situation is. But, listen, stranger things have happened. I mean, you might think it's crazy to have your ex still living in the same house. But I can dig it. I mean, not that, I could see myself in that situation or anything like that, but I don't really judge things like that, like it's so crazy. You want to move on with your life, move into a 2-family house. As a matter of fact, move into a 3-family house. A floor for your husband or your ex-husband, a floor for you and the kids and your new man, and a floor for the cops. Just because, when it's on, I know it's on in that house. Yeah. Or move into the same complex. Or move on the same block or something like that. I mean, I know you said you have 3 children. I don't know how old the kids are. But live in the same neighborhood. Why does this sound... This is not a complicated situation. I mean, the biggest complication is the idea of divorcing your ex-husband, which you've already done. And the idea of him moving on with his life and you moving on with yours, which clearly you all have already done. Hello?
Hello, Wendy?
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you today?
Fine.
Good.
Is this advice hour or anything?
No, anything goes. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm calling for advice.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know, do you think, like when a male is approaching like 30s or mid-30s, does his sex drive decrease?
Yes.
You think so, Wendy?
Statistically speaking, that's what doctors say. I personally think all that stuff is on a case-by-case basis. Just like, I can't vouch for all women, over 35 whose sex drives increase. There are a lot of women who are over 35 who are so overwhelmed with children and job stresses and whatnot, they don't even think about sex. Mm-hmm. So, they say that the doctors say that a man's sexuality peaks at it like 18 or 21, something like way before 35.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So you don't think that means like he cheating on you or whatever if you can't get no throwbacks?
Okay, where are we going with this conversation?
Because, me and my coworkers
and what's a throwback?
Like, a part 2 to part 1 in the episode.
Okay, so that means doing it twice in one night.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's a case-by-case basis. It's man per man. I guess, let me call in the expert and ask him. Art, would that depend on perhaps how strong the first one was? I mean, sometimes...
It depends on the attraction he is to you.
Oh.
Really?
Break it down.
Yes.
Oh.
Maybe you don't have what it takes to get it live for a throwback.
Okay, Wendy, so what you think I should do to liven it up?
Keep it moving.
Keep it moving?
Oh. I mean, I don't know. What is your relationship with him?
Boyfriend.
Okay. How old are you?
I'm 27.
That's a little coochie.
Yeah, how long have you been with him?
Like a couple of months.
What? And you're calling me, asking me how to get a part 2? Oh, it's time to keep it moving. He's just not that into you. No matter what he says, his body is showing you.
Oh, Wendy.
Or he's got other chicks and he's spent by the time he gets to you. I mean, it is what it is, girl. 2 months and you're calling me for advice on how to get it a second time?
Oh, no, Wendy, it ain't been like 2 months. It's been like 6 months or something.
Same difference. First of all, you said 2 months, but anything having to do with months as opposed to years. Oh, yeah. No. It's time to, he could very well be cheating on you.
Oh, okay, Wendy. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye.
I know she doesn't really want to hear that. She probably doesn't really believe that. But if you've only been with a guy for a matter of months, 8 months, 2 months, 1 month, and he doesn't have the stamina and energy to go a second, hell, or a third time, I don't care how old he is. There's a problem. Hello? Okay, we'll go to the next line. Hello, hi, it's Wendy.
Hey, Wendy, what's going on?
Oh, you know.
This is Chris.
Hey,
from
Chris.
Philly.
Nice to have you here.
Oh, man. I wanted to know, I heard you saying about the Dons and Divas. Where do you guys leave from?
Well, no, we don't leave from anywhere. It's actually a big party, an extravaganza, where men dress in suits and look absolutely like dapper dons, and women dress in the finest. I usually wear an evening gown or something, of that persuasion. And people come out in their diamonds or diamondique and furs or faux fur. And yeah, you just do it up that night. You go all out. The entertainment, liquor, top shelf, everything. The venue is beautiful. In the past, it's been at Madison Square Garden, where the whole place was tricked out like a winter wonderland with snowmen, park benches, trees, and fake snow. Last year was at the Borgata Hotel and Casino in Atlantic City. It's also been at this place called the Capitale in Manhattan. It used to be a bank with really high ceilings. Just a beautiful thing. That year, it was hosted by Lisa Ray and Mekhi Phifer. I mean, we've had star-studded entertainment and hosts, and you guys will know when it happens. Yeah, it is the party of the year, and it's thrown every year by Question Mark Entertainment, Brian Love Entertainment. Those are my dudes. And
Artie go?
And they spare no expense. And Artie goes.
He does?
Yes.
'Cause, you know, he never, if I'm from the show, he never does anything that's part of the show. So I just wanted to make sure he did.
Well, you know, you are almost correct about that. Art, stop screwing your face. But I will fix your face, Art. But I will tell you this. Do you live in New York City, tri-state area?
No, I live in Philly.
Okay. Well, you know what? New York's not too far from Philly. One Wednesday night, you should join us for the Wendy Williams Comedy Experience at the Laugh Factory. Art is there every Wednesday night.
Yeah.
Me, Art, Capone, and, you know, a bunch of comedians show up, and the liquor and the jokes, and it's a lot of fun. Why are you so curious about Art?
I don't know. Art, you know, he got a little sexy voice on the phone.
Oh, it's you. Okay.
Yeah, this is a how you doing call.
Oh, all right.
So I just want to make sure Art be there.
Yeah, well, just look from afar, because the verdict's still out on what Art's situation is, and I would hate for you to approach him and then, you know, he's not with it.
Yeah, from your guys' perspective, but the girls already know.
Oh.
The girls already know Art he's a part of the clan.
Oh. Art, is that what they say?
They don't tell me that.
Well, give him a how you doing so we can send him off.
How you doing?
I love it. Bye, Wendy.
Bye.
Bye.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
This is Wendy?
Yes, welcome to the show.
Get out of here. Hold on, let me turn my phone off. But
TV
really
down. Your TV is so loud.
I'm sorry, I just turned it off. You know how long I've been trying to get you?
No, but I'm glad you're here.
I'm glad you answered and I finally got through to you.
Yes.
Wendy, I just want to really let you know, for like the last year, I've really been going through it with my mom because she's been sick recently. Mm-hmm. And I started listening to you, criticizing you and stuff. Oh. But then I was like, yo, this chick is really know what she's talking about. Oh. And I've been listening, and I really love your show. And I couldn't understand why I really got deep down listening to you, but I got it. One day you said, you know what, this is a show that I like just to get your mind off of things, off your situations and stuff.
That's right.
And I said, you know what, that's what it is. And I said, if I ever got through to you to say and tell you, I'll tell you, Wendy, that's exactly what you did. I mean, I'm a minister and all, and I know you depend on God and all that, but there's a time for laughter and there's a time for sorrow. And you truly got me through that sorrowful time and turned it into laughter. Hello?
That is one of the nicest things that anyone's ever said to me.
Is it? You don't know how nervous I am. And two other things. I'm not going to tie you up. Okay. My cousin has a situation. I'm not going to do it over the phone because it would take a little time. I'm going to fax it to you because he needs your advice for sure. And the only thing, if I give you, you know, he's listening now. Okay. So when I give his advice, he may call you and try to tell you about some things about me.
Oh, well,
okay? So it may get deep down and dirty for a couple of weeks. So my name is Casey again.
Well,
so you're going to be hearing me for a minute. You hear, Wendy?
Well, hold on, our father.
All right, here we go.
You know, you're a man of the cloth. What skeletons could you possibly have rattling around in that closet?
You got me on the air. And I'm young. I'm 25.
Ooh.
But I got a couple of things.
How you doing?
Not like that. Not like that. Nothing like that.
Okay.
But I got a couple things. And don't try to me. That's what you trying to do, Wendy. I know you trying to do that. And I know but when Go ahead and fax the story, and
that's
exactly what I'm going to do.
Okay.
And he's going to fax you. And one other thing, I've seen you because sometimes if I'm downtown, I saw you yesterday getting into a cab. But I was like kind of scared to approach you because I know in that pocketbook you be carrying the gun. I know you. I told my cousin, I was like, yo, and I told my sister, I said, yo, that pocketbook she got a Glock, something in there. I know you do. But the next time I see you, can I approach you and say hello?
Yes, of course.
Because I've seen you driving too your little hot truck. I ain't gonna tell you, tell the people what kind of truck you got. But I've seen your truck. It's hot too.
Thank you.
It's hot. But if I see you, I'm gonna say hello. All right.
Thank you, Father.
Wendy, I love you. All right.
Take care.
Take care and God bless.
You too.
Bye.
Wow. Hello. Hi, it's Wendy.
Hey, Wendy, how you doing? My name is Strickland.
Hi, Strickland.
Oh my goodness, I'm so happy to get you. Listen, a long time ago, you did. This was back in 92.
Mm-hmm.
I took my sister to see you because my sister was in love with you, and she was only like 18 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So you was doing you was commentating at this club that was out in Newark. I forgot the name of the club. So anyway, she went and she wanted to meet you so bad. So I got her in the club. And
illegally.
She had this photo of you, and she was so happy. And you brushed her off. You devastated my little sister. And when I went after you, because I was going to beat you up at that time. And I went after you, but you had somebody with you, and I couldn't get to you. So when I hated you then.
No, I'm sorry.
But, that's okay. But I bought your book, and I realized why you did that. You was in your addiction, and I said okay.
Oh yeah, I was high.
Yes, and as an ex-drug and alcohol abuse counselor, I forgive you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
I really would like for you to at least send her an autographed picture of you, because she's still, even though you did that to her, you really did devastate my little sister.
All right. Well, how old is she now?
Well, she is 30. yes. Honey, let me tell you, I was 22 at the time. She was 18.
Okay.
Yes, I've been carrying this for a long time.
All right. Well, let me just lift this burden off you. We're going to put you on hold. You're going to give your information for your sister to one of the girls, and I'll make up a picture and a little gift bag and send it out to your sister, okay?
Listen, I love you, Wendy. Now I love you. You're okay.
Thank you.
Okay, and I brought 2 of your books, one for me and one for my sister. So
thank you
forgiven.
Thank you very much. Hold on. All right. She said she's been riding with that burden all these years. There's a death watch for Elizabeth Taylor.
Oh,
come on.
I'm sorry. Why you make me feel so guilty for doing these things? Turn back around. Where are you going? Turn around. She's a fat ass. It's okay. It's okay. She has fat thoughts. You ain't off work yet? Will you turn around and work? Well, you gonna do like to walk out the room too. How you doing?
Oh no, you better stay right here.
I'm sorry.
Come on. That's Liz Taylor.
It's Wednesday.
The jokes start now.
Yes.
Well, then you're no better than Paul Mooney.
Oh, stop.
That's Liz Taylor.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Look, I'm going to fill you in on the death watch. Kathy Griffin is talking about the demise of her marriage. There's more to the story. I wanted to talk with you about a movie about Tupac. I fill you in on all of that. Jenny McCarthy, friend to the show, she was just here the other day. You cannot believe who she's got her love eye set on now. Oh, boy. A couple of notes from you guys, some letters. I can revisit the story that I was going to do for you guys yesterday regarding... Oh, well, we'll just take a break and be back. Oh, you know what? Yeah, we'll be back right after these messages. 107.5 WBLS.
What's up? This your boy Trey Songz, baby. You listen to the bonus hour on 107.5 WBLS. Chill.
All right. Yeah, everybody, don't forget Circle of Sisters on Saturday and Sunday. I'll see you there on Saturday. Do you know who you'll finally be able to see on Saturday? Zane. She's a friend to the show. She writes those beautiful novels about all the sexuality and stuff. When you see her, you're going to say, oh, that's Zane? It's kind of weird, I guess, when you write a book like that, because of all the sexual... Have you ever read a Zane book?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And have you ever seen Zane?
I've seen her, and we talked to her on the phone like last year or something.
Yeah, we talked to her on the phone.
Yeah.
But no, have you ever seen her in person?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I never seen her in person.
A lot of her conversation to sell her book was initially, I think, over the telephone. Until she finally said, you know what? I put this together. This is my brilliant mind. Yeah. Let me go out.
How's she look?
Not like the woman that you would expect in the book. She's not a bad-looking woman, but she just looks like average, Right. Like this, that would have been one of the books where it would probably been worth hiring a model and push her out there. Like, this is Zane. Yeah, very conservative. She's very conservative. Just goes to let you goes to show you there's a lot going on out there in those bedroom communities. She lives in a bedroom community, like with her family. We discussed that yesterday on the show. Does anybody remember?
Yeah.
I want to talk to you just for 60 seconds about a place that I enjoy going. Benjamin Rug and Home Imports. They're helping me get a particular room in my house together for the holidays. They can do the same for you. We're actually getting a whole new office situation going on here for the Wendy Williams Experience. The pink room is moving across the hall with a pristine view of the Chrysler Building, the East River, all of Brooklyn. I thought that was the Empire State Building at first. That's the Chrysler Building, Art. Anyway, Benjamin Rug and Home is doing it. They are part of the BLS advertising family, and I'm the one that they elected to be the spokesperson. And I said, well, let me go by the place I want to see. I want to see what's going on. I want to see if this is a place that I'd actually shop and would shop for myself with or without the advertising family thing. I walk in there, I'm floored. There's so much stuff going on, and I mean that in the best way. First of all, Secaucus, New Jersey. Love that. Second of all, Stephanie Cohen and her husband, Benjamin, have been in the furniture business for years. Stephanie has her own design line going on there. Martha Stewart's Signature Gallery is featured there. They have an incredible selection of rugs for your floor, an incredible selection of traditional, contemporary, and classic furniture. Me, I like contemporary furniture. I like the Art Deco-y type thing going on. That's my motif. You might like the bigger, heavy furniture, or maybe something Asian-inspired. They have it for you at Benjamin Rug and Home. I wouldn't steer you wrong. I've been there myself. They're located at 20 Meadowlands Parkway. I'll give you the telephone number. This was originally a wholesale store. Now it's a retail store with wholesale prices. Oh, yeah. Now, the price points are very important. You want grown furniture. You want nice stuff. You want stuff that, not all your friends have because they go to, no disrespect, but Siemens and Levitt's and Jason's Furniture. There's nothing wrong with that. All I'm saying is that if you want something different from the rest of the pack, you want quality, not pressed wood, or, with lacquer smeared over it and put together by glue, you want craftsmanship and workmanship and wholesale prices, then do what I do. Go to Benjamin Rug and Home Imports, 20 Meadowlands Parkway, right there in Secaucus. Telephone number is 201-617-9000. If you're in your car right now, you need to know they just closed 42 minutes ago. Sorry. But their business hours are 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. Saturday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Sunday, noon to 5 p.m. Go to their website. Take a look at what's all they're doing. StephanieCohenHome.com. 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 It's Benjamin Rug and Home Imports, Secaucus, New Jersey. Thank you.
How you doing?
Oh, my God.
That was goose.
Donald Trump is rating the Desperate Housewives, so he gives Nicolette Sheridan a 4.5 out of 10 points. He says Sheridan used to be an 8 when she had more natural look. Now at 41 with the fuller figure as Sexpot Edie, she's maybe a 4 or 5. Fuller figure. God, it must be hard to be married to him.
Yeah.
Terry Hatcher, he gives a 6. I'm a big fan of Terry Hatcher, 40, and I love her in person, but she still only rates a 6 on my beauty chart.
Damn.
Listen to this arrogant.
Too bad.
Eva Longoria. All right, I'll save that one. Marsha Cross, he gives a 4.
Yes, that's accurate.
Marsha Cross is the oldest on Wisteria Lane, and you've got to admire her, but she doesn't score more than a firm 4.
Damn. What's firm?
The 4, no more.
It's firm.
That's a firm, right. Felicity Huffman, he couldn't even rate her.
Oh.
It is a question mark. For the same reason he forgot Felicity Huffman's name. He couldn't rate her. Well, all right, let's get back to Eva Longoria. Some men give Eva Longoria a perfect 10, but she's too short to rate any higher than a 7 in my book.
Damn.
Yes, Art, if one takes care of oneself, you can still get it up at 80. Trust someone who knows.
Oh, okay, that's what's up. All right.
Those little pills.
Here's the people poll question from yesterday. Have you ever had a crush on a family member? 50% of you said yes, and 50% said no. Today's Wendy Williams Experience. You go to thewendywilliamsexperience.com if you care to answer. Would you sleep with your favorite celebrity even if you're married? Would you sleep with your favorite celebrity even if you're married? Dear Wendy, did you see Little Kim's testimony last night on BET? She said the reason that she didn't do the Magic Stick video with 50 Cent is because he asked her out to dinner for a date, and she declined because she had a boyfriend at the time. And you know who her boyfriend was?
Yes.
Wow. World.
Wow.
You are in the federal prison system, and so is your ex-girlfriend, Kim.
Oh, they could be pen pals. Write letters.
Now, mind you, he had already agreed to do the video prior to asking her out, but 50's not used to being turned down. He said it was a business decision for him to not be in the video. Yeah, right. That's from Jersey Girl. In the meantime, Michael Wittenberg, the husband of Broadway star Bernadette Peters, and she's legendary,
yes,
was killed.
Oh. What happened?
In a helicopter crash.
Oh.
On Monday. He was only 43. Isn't that horrible?
That's crazy.
Let's talk about Kathy Griffin filing for divorce this week.
I love her.
I love her too. Well, you know what she says of her 4-year marriage to Matt? That the divorce is an unfortunate price to pay for putting her life on Front Street with her recent Bravo TV series, The D-List. No reality show, Art. Decision made.
I don't get it.
You never will because you've never cared about anybody but yourself.
Oh, stop it!
Kathy told some of the wags a few months ago that her first inclination was to put restrictions on the producers of her reality show, The D-List. She says, I talked to Nick Lachey, and he said, well, here's what we did for newlyweds. We would not let them in our bedroom or in our bathrooms no matter what. You've got to have a place you can go and have some privacy. However, Kathy declined to opt for total disclosure of her personal life. And here's what she says. About the third day, I was like, come on in. Because I'm such a giant reality show fan that I just didn't want to do a show if it wasn't really real. By the end of the shoot, she wished that she hadn't. Oh my God, she says. Everything about it was so humiliating. You really don't have a life. You walk out of the bathroom and the cameras are there. You dribble your food and the cameras are there. You want to pass gas, the cameras are there. You say something embarrassing and it's on tape forever. I mean, it didn't just say one thing I was embarrassed about. I'd say 5,000 things I was ashamed of, and you don't know the crap that flies out of your mouth all day long. And then this article goes on to say, if Kathy found it humiliating, imagine what it must have been for her husband, Matt, who took care of things for Kathy, like changing the music for her show and selling her comedy CDs at venues. Matt had to not only endure being Mr. Kathy Griffin, but there were even times that Kathy had to announce that the man selling the CDs in the lobby was indeed her husband because no one believed him. So she goes on and adds, there were times Matt and I would just want to sit and hold hands and read, just relax. And it's like, why don't you guys talk to each other? That was the hardest part. You can't exhale, she goes on to say. But the damage was already done. Whatever happens, we hope for the best.
Just to cover up.
That's to cover up what?
Just to cover up. That ain't really why they got divorced.
He wanted a baby and she's 43?
Probably. That's what it was. It wasn't that reality show.
He started out being a groupie of hers and then the groupiedom came out?
Yes.
She's on a flight from California, right? And she met this woman on the flight who had an eligible brother. So she gave the brother's telephone number, and that's how she ended up meeting Matt. Through a strange woman on a flight.
And with a TV show, she probably having men approach her that she probably normally couldn't get because now she's a bigger star. And she said, well, this Matt, I have to settle for him no more. I got A-list men on my corner.
That's still the TV show driving the wedge.
They didn't set parameters.
I never saw the inside of her bathroom. No, we're not going home, Goose.
Yeah, we got you.
Oh, no, we don't.
We have to go to the comedy club. What are you talking about?
Yes.
Can't stay here. We got to go to the comedy club.
Art's got some brand new jokes.
Yeah, Papa got a brand new bag.
Are you going to talk about your sex life? Is your mother really going to be there?
I already called her. I already called
her. Stop trying to cut me off in front of the audience.
I already called her. I told her that.
What did you tell her?
I told her to meet me at the crib.
Oh, so she's not going to come to the club. Good.
No, she's going to meet me at the crib. And one of the times I was disappeared, I had to go down and give her my keys. So she's.
Oh, she doesn't normally have keys, so she can just show up from Philly.
Yeah,
Audie.
Yeah, she don't have no keys. No.
You tell Miss Wendy.
You're not going to run me out of Philadelphia.
I got my church friends listening now. How you doing?
Oh. So we got to go, Wendy. We have to go to the concert.
Can you please sit on the side street of H&M? Can you car sit?
Okay.
All right, good. All right, next stop H&M, and then we're going to the Laugh Factory.
Damn! That martini already?
Sorry. We're going to Laugh Factory, everybody. Hopefully we'll see you guys over there, 42nd Street and 8th Avenue. It's the Wendy Williams Comedy Experience, where doors open up at 8 o'clock and showtime starts at 9. We'll see you over there. And for everybody else, love you for listening today. Vaughn Harper's up next with The Quiet Storm, too, on 107.5 WBLS. Bye-bye!
The Wendy Williams broadcast day has completed.